good morning and welcome to Jewellery Maker. It is so good to see you, and it's even better to see Linda. But Linda, our guest designer, resident designer, has some very special news this morning, don't you?
I do. First of all, you have to excuse my croaky, husky throat. But just to tell everybody that Carol has, at long last, had her baby. And she had a little girl, Pippa Robin, in the early hours of Thursday morning. They've kept it a little bit quiet so all family members could be told of the happy news. And she's absolutely fine. She managed it apparently with 2 paracetamol, other painkillers are available, and a TENS machine. So that's our Carol for you.
Oh, bless her.
But she's absolutely fine. She's home and they're over the moon with her. So we just thought we'd let you know this morning.
I know you've all been asking about it on Facebook, and I'm so pleased Carol gave you the good news to let everybody know. So I know probably wanting to be sending lots of well wishes into Carol, and we'll get them all to her, don't you worry about it. And we thought, seeing as Carol very, very kindly let us, let Linda spill the news this morning, we thought we should do a little bundle in aid of our Pippa this morning.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, and it's got to be pink, isn't it? It's got to be fabulous. So this is for our little baby new member to the GM family, baby Pippa. So we've chosen some pink fizz, although she's maybe a little bit too young for fizz.
Just a smidge.
Just a smidgen. We've got some red quartz in here for you, and we've got rose quartz as a mixture. We've got 36 inches. Now, this won't be going to Pippa, but it's because of Pippa we've decided to go, yes, in honour of. I've got 100 carats for you of your red quartz small nuggets. I'll take them off for you actually so you can see, although they're displayed beautifully there. 200 carats of the rose quartz drop nuggets and 2 of 220 carats. Oh, hello there. Let's have a looky.
Oh, beautiful, aren't they?
Aren't they?
Wow.
A lot of people do sometimes call them strawberry quartz.
I can see that.
Which I like, but there is a sort of strawberry quartz glass version, which some people get confused with.
Exactly.
Which is unfortunately why we can't call it strawberry quartz. But it is this lovely, rich, it looks like little hints of strawberry inclusions within your quartz, which is just delicious.
It looks like the little seeds from the strawberries on top of ice cream or something.
Oh,
it's so pretty.
Like ice cream sorbet.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. So we've got that.
Beautiful.
4x3. Now, I'm going to move my pearl bracelet up my arm, my magnetic pearl bracelet, just in case you think it's part of the bundle. In fact, I'll put it on the other hand. She would. It's quite magnetic, it sticks to everything.
There you go.
Literally, it's stuck to my car keys. I was driving the car and my bracelet, I was like, where's my bracelet? It's stuck to the car keys. Anyway, so I've got for you your gorgeous red quartz. You got a huge nugget strand. Very, very rare that we even get this. So the fact that we even got it today is quite special. Very much like our Pippa. And you've got here your rose quartz drop nuggets, medium size. They go from 9x6 to 12x8mm. That's approximately a 38cm strand. And then you've got yourself your 2 strands of nuggets of rose quartz. Each one is 220 carats. They're 2x1 to 10x3mm. 84 centimeters for you in length, and it's 30. Well, it says 36 on your rose quartz, but I think there might be a slight problem with that because I think you have more. Because if the rose quartz are coming in at 84, I reckon your red quartz is not too dissimilar.
No.
If not the same.
I think it is the same. I think it's because the rose quartz are slightly larger nugget form. These are really delicate. They're a perfect match on a. Can you imagine a 3-strand necklace just using the nuggets and perhaps pop this one in the centre? Really pretty. I mean, you could do a 6-strander with that. Beautiful graduated 6-strand necklace.
And in one of our kits today, actually, there's a lovely lovely clasp. It's got 3 connectors on either side, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah.
That can be pretty special indeed.
I think that's lovely.
Tried to make Linda's design, but it's not quite there. But
I think that would be lovely if you threaded them on 0.4 wire. That's a really good way of absolutely making your twist. You know, when people say, oh, this twist always comes undone, but I think Sheila fell over it, and she, not literally, but she fell over. If you put them on wire and then either plait or just twist, they will stay in position.
They will, and that would be a brilliant first try if you want to try us out for the first time. Maybe, ooh, hiya, Amelia coming in. I love that. Matt just had to move the camera so Amelia could fit in. That's what that shunt was. I quite like that. The equivalent of 7 strands, you could go as far as to say, because when we started Jewellery Maker, you were looking at 18cm strands. Then they grew to your 20. Then they grew to 36 centimeters. This is roughly about 36 centimetres. These ones are around 84 centimetres, and you've got 3 of them. So the price point for approximately sort of, well, 6-7 strands, we're only going to be looking for a limited price, a really small $8.95.
Wow, that's amazing. That's brilliant. I mean, you can make little flowers, couldn't you, from the drop style nuggets, because they're top drilled. Do excuse my voice. I'm getting on my own nerves this morning.
I think it's quite sexy. I quite like it. I think it's good. We love you, Linda.
Oh, I hope I don't pass it on.
I like it. Oh, you're fine. I've got for you plenty of space. We managed to get lots of these available for you. Thank you so much, and especially for it. And if you've just tuned in, I'll let Linda tell you all again, because you might have just woken up and you might not know the special news.
Yes, our special news is that Carol has had her baby. I think she was about 10 or 11 days overdue. Obviously, from what I've just said, it's a little girl, Pippa Robin. And she came in at a fighting weight, I think I forgot to mention that, of 8 pounds, 12 ounces.
Wow.
All done on 2 painkillers and a TENS machine. So that's Carol all over, isn't it?
She's
just
a
gets on
superstar.
with it.
Yeah.
She was home the same day. And strangely enough, when I texted her on the evening, saying, oh, you know, the champagne will come out soon, she said she'd already got a glass.
Oh, I love it. That's Carol. I love it. Oh, I'm so pleased, as I'm sure you are. So feel free to send in your messages of congratulations for gorgeous Carol and family and baby Pippa. As Linda said earlier, Carol wanted to make sure all her family were aware first, which is kind of fair. And then GM family got to find out, thanks to her, Linda. Sharon's in Margison, and as I say, we've called it Pink Fizz, but it is really for baby Pippa. Lovely to have you joining us this morning. Thank you for opening your order and starting your order. Lots and lots coming up. Linda has some amazing kits. They are incredible.
Lovely kits.
In fact,
kits.
tanzanites, pearls, beryls, and some of the shell that sold out yesterday. We have some of the nicest pearls that our producer has ever seen, Kimbo says.
Yep, and we've got some real turquoise.
Yes, real turquoise, not pretend, not looky-likey, genuine, as well as Latimer. Black diamonds?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Oh, you have to see these black diamonds. You have to see. I'm actually amazed I'm still here, because there's not many of them. It's only because we have security I'm still here.
Yeah, me too. Linda, thank you so much. I'm going to leave you.
Okay, yeah,
I don't want to leave you.
No,
But
you're
I'm
only
gonna
over
shimmy
there,
on
you're
over
fine.
here. Maybe not
You're
actually
good.
shimmy. I think I'll just watch. If you're already on Facebook, if you're on my Facebook, or even if you're not, if you have a wee look, you don't have to like the page or anything, but if you go onto my Facebook page, it's Ali DeFoy, there's a video on there with a little sneaky peek of the black diamonds. Did you like the way I did that? I got my foot and I shimmied the chair all the way under my bottom.
Very good.
There we go. Right, lots and lots for you. Are you ready for an early bird? I haven't shown anyone the diamonds. Well, they're on Facebook. Did I? I'm going to show them to you. They're over here. Every time I look at them, it's like they get bigger and better.
I know.
In 50 moments' time, I have 10. I thought I had 11. Forgive me, I have 10. They are whopper black diamonds. Have you ever seen diamonds like it before?
They're amazing.
You should have seen Debbie Balfour's face when she came in from the Sunday experience.
Beautiful.
Woo! What a treat. We are head over heels in love for these. Can I congratulate you in advance if you're fortunate enough to get these? This is going to be one of the most exciting treats, and that'll be in about 50 moments time. So much coming up for you. We had yesterday a really, really exciting trade show deal, and I'm going to be doing another one for you this afternoon. I say this afternoon, probably around 12 o'clock. It's going to be awesome. Oh, yesterday, did you get involved when we had the half-drilled pearls? These will be perfect. Have a look at these. Oh, sorry, I'm going to do my star chain as my early bird. Forgive me. These are going to be coming up. Forgive me. I get a little bit excited. We've got so many sterling silver treats. We'll do them next. First, now I haven't seen this chain before. I know, Linda, you said you've got some in the black, and Kimbo has some. Producer Kim, I hadn't seen them before. These are brand new to me. I don't know what it is, maybe being on the Design Inspiration show or the Late Show. We haven't had privilege of these. Maybe you've taken a full advantage of them on the morning show. Quite rightly so, it's fair enough, but I'm really pleased I'm getting to join you this morning with them. They're fabulous. really, I mean, that on its own would just be a beautiful necklace, just to put a clasp on, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, what I like about it, it's got sort of that detail of that centre hole in the star as well.
Yes.
Which enables you, if you want to perhaps put a little tiny gems of distinction in. You could wire it through.
Could you?
Yeah, I mean, it would be quite nice, wouldn't it, to have
luxury.
that as an asymmetric design. If you just had the chain and just put even just one little ruby or something in there.
Gosh, if only we had some rubies coming up that would be befitting. I've got a 90 centimetre ruby strand. What is today all about? Today is all about treating ourselves and celebrating baby Pippa, to be fair, and the gorgeous Carol. What a fabulous, fabulous way to start off your Sunday. I've got lots of you already interested in this. Now, many of you might be thinking, oh, Ali, I've seen that before. Is that what's been left in stock? No, this is actually a reorder because it was that popular.
That's right.
So it's backed by exceptional popular demand. Already in Dorset, you've decided to check yours out, which is lovely to see. Just so you're aware, if you're a regular viewer, you'll all know this, but if you're new, nobody pays more than anybody else at any one time when we offer something. So if you think, oh, if I join now, and I mean, why would people join now? The price isn't on the screen. Sometimes on the web you get to see a heads up of the price. For example, in Surrey they've already gone for 2, so it's a good indication if you're sitting at home thinking, oh, I haven't even picked up the phone yet. It's a free phone number. You don't have to talk to anybody until you decide. So if you press your button 1, you can talk to us, but if you don't press your button 1, we can't talk to you. We can see you on the line, but it's a bit like the Queen, we can't speak until we're spoken to. So you press your button 1 when you're ready to talk to us about them, if you fancy. Price point wise, bearing in mind this is a metre, so think how many bracelets you can make, or anklets or necklaces you can make out of a metre, and bearing in mind it's all sterling silver. So a bracelet like this, maybe with a sterling silver clasp, maybe the average size about 7 inches. What sort of price would you expect to pay for a sterling silver 7-inch bracelet? Warwickshire, Buckinghamshire, Greater London, you've got yours. What would you say, do you think, Linda?
Again, I think it's probably where you're shopping, but if that was, say, in one of those, and I have seen similar ones, you know, in the big charm shops, you know, they've got their own shops.
Yes,
I've seen those around £65 just for the bracelet, because they are, you know, in sterling silver. But they would look great as stacking bracelets as well, wouldn't they?
Absolutely.
But perfect for anklets. Oh, absolutely perfect. Oh, and earrings, obviously.
Oh, yes, just a little section, actually.
Having the little star just dropping on the end. And if you've got some tiny little gemstones, you could perhaps make a little charm to pop off of that star as well. Again, the rubies would look nice. You know, on the chain, in between 2 stars, star at the top and star at the bottom, and then if you use some delicate, say 0.25 sterling silver wire, and then put those tiny rubies or a tiny little gem like that, literally looping them on to the loops of that chain would look fantastic.
That sounds gorgeous. I bet you want to do that straight away.
Yeah,
Angie's messaged in, actually. I bought 2 of these star chains last time, great value, and they go on forever. Fantastic quality too, with about 1 million kisses. I love that, Angie. Do you want to see how long it is? Because if you've just tuned in, you've only really seen it over my hand. Look at this.
So
kind of just fits on the telly. It's
very soft and fluid. And the stars are really catching the light. So you see the stars away from the chain because they're really catching.
Very, very lustrous, and as you think about it, as many of you may know, but if you don't worry, I'll just fill you in. The sterling silver, out of all your precious metals, more so than platinum and gold, is the most lustrous, so you're going to get more luster, more shine, I guess you could say, from silver than you would if this was platinum or gold. So you have got a really luxurious, exquisite looking chain, and that's because it just doesn't just look that way. It is sterling silver. Price point wise, we'll need to maybe get it on because quite a few of you have already got yours. So here we go. Oh! Now you'd pay at least £20 for a sterling silver bracelet, wouldn't you? You pay about £19, £15 for something that's not even silver, for sort of base metals these days.
Absolutely.
Especially when it's got a pattern. It's not as if it's just a plain chain. It's got this beautiful star effect. Could you take the stars off and have them as little charms and just use a chain for...
I don't know, how are they fixed? How are they soldered against the chain? Or are
no,
they
they've got a jump ring on either side.
Oh, of course you can then. Yeah, of course you can.
So maybe, I'm not saying all of them, but the odd one or two you might want to have as a little charm.
Yeah, and if they're jump rings either side, then there's no reason to lose any of the chain or any of the stars, is there? So if you wanted to take them off, say you wanted to make a piece, and you've got, say, 3 left over, then you can interlink them back onto the jump ring and have, say, 3 stars at the base and then going up. A little bit like sort of a galaxy type of a look or something, perhaps.
That sounds gorgeous. I'll have to leave that there. If there's any left, I will recap them. But whatever you do, don't let it go, because that's going to be special. Talking of special, there's lots of special treats today. But we messaged him, ooh, what are those big blue gemstones to Ali's left? It could be my presenter's pick. Love it or love it. Sorry, I get confused because it's my left, but you're right, and you got it right. So I was gonna do the opposite there. I was thinking, oh, hold on. You've already worked it from a television point of view. It is my left. Technically, you're right. These are amazing. They're the biggest. I've never seen an Amazonite this big in my life. Look at the size of them.
They're amazing. We all homed in on those this morning. Every single one of us that's come into the studio since about 7:20 when I arrived, we've all gone straight for those.
Oh, it's Amazonite. It's coming up about 12 o'clock. And it's a metre, like a skipping rope size of Amazonites. And they're all going to be for you, because we love you. Earring findings, I love these. I showed them to you a wee moment ago. I've got the studs, cheeky studs, as well as these drop posts. They've all got butterfly backings. Gorgeous. And they're brand new. Loving these. So there's 2 completely contrasting types here, which is really lovely. These are ideal if you've got your button gems. If I tilt them up, you can see there's a little post on there, but you don't have to have your half drilled pearls for these. You could use a smaller gemstone and maybe put a head pin on the other side or something, so it's not got the hole coming through, if that makes sense.
You certainly can, but to be honest, they're selling silver, aren't they?
Yes,
so
they are.
Even if you do see that, if you pop on, say, a 4mm round, and the post is sticking out a little bit, then you can trim it off and file it slightly if you use your flush cut pliers. But that won't look untoward, seeing that silver in the centre of that bead. Anyway, it'll look quite pretty. Yeah.
Ooh, so you've got these studs, and you get yourself 3 pairs of these. And you also get 3 pairs of the other ones. They all come with a butterfly backing. There's a lot of silver. There's a 925 sterling silver stamp on the back of the swirls. Now the swirls give you a sort of mirror image. You can swirl them around whatever way you want. I don't know if you can see that 925 stamp there, but you'll see it clearly with your own naked eye. Look how much silver is in there. That's not shiny retiring. It's quite a sizable brushed silver piece. They look gorgeous at the earlobe. I might try and pop one in for you in a moment. And then these ones, I love that finish on them.
Gorgeous.
Your post, and you have your hoop at the back. Hoop, there it is. Producer Kim was talking about a lot of people who like to start wearing sort of ear cuffs and earrings up their ears now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And was suggesting maybe wearing those sideways along the ear to create something quite fancy. Indeed, Anna's got that look for chain.
I can really
maybe
see those with the star chain. You've got the little jump ring at the back. That delicate star chain draping from the base of those rectangles would look absolutely amazing, as would a chunky gem as well. It's almost one of these, what I call an invisible fixing, because you can't see where the mechanic is. You've just got the sheer beauty of the finding itself. Beautiful. They almost look like they've got little topaz or diamonds in them, how they're finished.
They do, that detail, that sort of almost dimpling of it. It reminds me, I don't know how you would say it, but you know, a sort of copper fireplace when they have the sort of indentations on it. It reminds me a little bit of that. But
that's stunning.
Pure
very
silver.
contemporary. Beautiful.
Ooh. So you get 3 pairs of each. Price point wise, we're going to get it on for you. So what do you reckon? Oh, come on now. £2.99 a pair.
Oh, wow.
I was talking with Fleur the other day, and she said she paid me on £30 for 1 pair because her daughter needed some sterling silver studs. And I said, Fleur, why don't you get them with us? You're only looking at a couple of pounds a pair. And look how stylish they are. And even if you don't have the half drilled pearls or any 4mm gems already to put in the middle, you can set them aside, use these, whether to make them for pieces of jewellery for yourself or to sell, and you'll be able to cover the price, I'm pretty sure, by selling 2 pairs, and you'll still have 4 pairs left.
Yeah, they're absolutely stunning. What gets me is you don't even have to hold them, but you have a perceived weight. I mean, I know some of these that you buy in the shops now, from a distance they look fine, but when you actually get in and you handle them, they're very lightweight.
Yeah, quite flimsy
but
sometimes.
these have loads of silver in them, and they look the part. You know, they won't break, whereas a lot of things could easily break because they don't have the amount of silver in them.
Yes, we're not scrimping on the silver, and you'll see that when you get them home.
Yeah.
Can I show you one at the ear, just a swirly one? Because I think it looks fab, but see what you think.
Beautiful. Lovely.
And you can spin it around any way you wanted. I mean, there's no set rule as to how it sits.
Really stylish, aren't they?
I feel quite fashionable all of a sudden.
They're very, very, very stylish. That sort of over understated, if you see what I mean. You get what you want from them, really.
Absolutely. I don't even think you need to put anything in them
No, I was
straight away.
thinking that, to be honest.
Cool like that.
You don't have to.
Fabulous, for a couple of pounds each. That's crazy. Thank you for those of you messaging in about this. If you joined us yesterday, you will have been aware we had a lucky dip deal for findings. Today, I've got a lucky dip deal on head pins. You have got yourself a huge array of gold colour, rose gold colour and silver colour head pins. Now you're getting different head pins. Any head pins we've ever done and any of our head pins that have just arrived, you have the option of getting fit. That includes featherweight ball head pins, the fat ball head pins, the flat ones, the square ones, the diamond ones, the triangular ones, the heart ones, any of them. There's an example there of what you could get. You're going to get 40 packs. Now 40 pack doesn't mean one in a pack. These are all constituted as sets of packs, if that makes sense. So this is a selection, and you could get this quantity. That is 40 packs.
Amazing.
It's going to be at 10 o'clock, which is in about 40 minutes time. Do not delay on that one when we bring it to you, because yesterday's deal was amazing, but I don't think we've got as big a quantity as we had yesterday. It'll still be amazing. I love you, Amelia. I told Amelia I was trying to cut down on sugar, so now I'm going to have a little bit less sugar in my coffee. I said, but I might not like it. So she's brought me my coffee, she's amazing, with a cup next to it with sugar in it and a spoon, in case it's not enough.
It doesn't run around and spill its own sugar though, like the one in Beauty and the Beast.
It's not going to run around and spill sugar like Beauty and the Beast's one. All right, thank you. It's too cute. Linda. Have you got a challenge?
No, I've been itching as well. I haven't been able to use it yet because we haven't got a second sample in the studio. I just keep looking at it and I'm itching to get at it.
Do you know, I don't know whether it's because I've looked at that and then looked at you, but it's bringing, I think that's bringing the colour of your eyes out, because your eyes are a gorgeous blue. And these,
I mean, there's no way. This is a little bit of an unmistakable gemstone, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really mistake it for anything else than what it actually is. Obviously, I'll let you tell people out there what it is, but you just cannot. And it's just the most beautiful example of it. And where it comes from is Dominican Republic, isn't it? It screeches Caribbean, doesn't it?
It's one of the most exotic gems I think we have. And like you say, you look at it and you think it's quite distinctive, it's quite recognisable. Once you've seen one Larimar, and a real Larimar, I think you'll always know what a Larimar, you're always going to be able to say, oh, that's a Larimar, you're always going to be able to pick it out. It's a little bit different to, for example, kyanite and iolite.
Yep.
Sometimes those gemstones can be mistaken, and that's not even just by someone who's not knowing gemstones very well. That's even by professionals.
Yes.
Sometimes they can look very similar. They're 7 by 9 mil in size, and they graduate up to 13 by 9 mil, and 150 carats of the gemstone, as you quite correctly pointed out, comes from the Dominican Republic. It's a very rare variety of pectolite. It doesn't matter if you know what that means or if you even bother, but it's just so you know. It's only ever been found commercially ever to date in the Dominican Republic. Originally found by Father Miguel Loren, but he wasn't allowed the mining rights to mine it, unfortunately. And then later, many, many years, about 60 years later, it was then found by Miguel Mendes, another Miguel, and he named it after his eldest daughter, who was called Larissa, and the Spanish word, because in that part of the Dominican Republic the main language is Spanish, the Spanish word for sea, so mar. So Larimar was born. There's a fake version about there called Larimor. That's not real, but Larimar, always remember M-A-R at the end. Larimar is the natural, real variety of Larimar. Now, I can't say that someone won't dye it, but we've got an authenticity certificate to prove we haven't. So once you get this home and you see the natural beauty of it, what I'm finding quite exciting about it is because I've never noticed any reds through it before,
I haven't.
the sort of red veins.
No,
and that's
I was just looking at this one here and I thought, no, I've not seen that. That's what's special about this strand, I think, is the colourways that are going through it. It's just perfect.
Very individual and very special. Now, we've only got 3 other strands of Larimar on the web, but might only have 1 in stock or maybe 2 in stock, and they're around your £29 mark. Larimar, with one strand £29.95, the other strand £34.95 on the web. It is a considered price point, I appreciate that. Maybe not one you would buy every day, but we don't have it every day. So it's quite a special gemstone. It's one you would normally set aside quite a wee penny to get yourself a lovely treat. But we're going to do something as what I like to call a new viewer deal. Now, you don't need to be a new viewer to take advantage of it, but it's to try out a gemstone that maybe you normally wouldn't try because of the price point. It's not usually your sort of £10 or £15, it's usually higher. So if we reduce the price on this one to give you the best deal we can on it, to maybe try and encourage you to try something you maybe haven't tried before, because it's not an everyday gemstone. We don't have it every day.
No, absolutely
and it's
not
not one you can find in the high street to sort of look at to get an example of often. I think I've seen it maybe once in the high street. Don't see it very often. So I want to give you something special, and it's lovely to have something exclusive in your collection. I know. But we're not going to stay there.
Wow! Double wow.
As I said, I really mean I want you to try this gemstone out. You might be a regular viewer and you might be thinking, well, I've already got it and I know I love it and I'm going to take advantage of that £9.95. I'm not new, it doesn't matter. You don't have to be new, I don't mean that, but just to encourage anyone who's maybe joining us on a Sunday that maybe wouldn't get the chance to see us during the weekdays. I'm Ali, it's lovely to see it, and I've got one of our most revered and well-known designers here. It's a gorgeous resident, Linda. You have yourself so many opportunities today, but when it comes to natural rarity and affordability, that doesn't usually come together for Larimar. Larimar is usually one you would have to save maybe a couple of £10 aside for to get yourself a beautiful choice. Here, you've got it today for one day over at only, one day only, sorry, at £9.95. Now, I'm not saying you won't ever see it again, but I can't guarantee you'll see it at that price again, so it's up to you. If you want to see it another day, would you think there'll be any left, Kimbo, or do you think they're going to sell out? She reckons it's going quite quickly, so it might possibly sell out. All right, code on this one is SLGP49. There's only 158 in stock. There was. Okay. I wouldn't hesitate on this one for too long, but if you write the code down, you can always think about it, SLGP49, and don't just take our word for it. Have a look on the website, have a look on other websites and see what price points Larimar is. Bear in mind you've got your authenticity certificate. I always think that's really, really wise to print out. You don't have to print it out today, you can print it out at any point. Once you've got it, it's on your order history. That's an example of what it would be. Now, it won't have a metal weight. That's a card that's based on our sister channel. It originally started on Gems TV, and now we've brought that certificate over to you as well, because we feel, well, you've got that calibre of gemstone, why don't you have a certificate to go with it? So it's great if you want to make jewellery, but also something lovely. I mean, I don't know what you think, Linda, but I always think it would be a nice idea if you're buying a piece of jewellery from somebody, if you got the authenticity certificate as well, so you can print out a couple and say your gemstones are from this strand.
Well, definitely.
Would that be nice?
Definitely. If you're selling your jewellery, then it's great to have that, obviously. And with a gemstone like Larimar that is rare and probably you know, not a well-known gemstone.
Absolutely.
It's a good idea to be able to pop it a little breakdown in if it's a gift. Excuse me if I'm shouting.
No, you're fine.
But looking at this strand, because it's so beautifully tumbled and polished, just one of these nuggets in, say, I've got some pearls here that are coming on later. Just one on an asymmetric design in, say, an all-pearl necklace, and that is going to provide a real interest. People are going to think, oh, I can just see that little bead sitting there, what's that doing there? And then they look further and think, well, that's unusual. What is it? It's with pearls, so it must be significant. That's what I'm going to do. I'm certainly going to do a bracelet with just one in, and I'm going to keep it fairly simple because this is such a brilliant gemstone that I think keeping it simple is the way to go.
I totally agree with you, and they're very sizable indeed. In fact, it's reminding me of a design that Linda, you've made earlier. It's coming up on today's show with an aquamarine. I hope you don't mind me giving everyone a heads up, with one in a ring, and I could see that being put into that exact same design.
Oh yeah, I
think that would look stunning.
Yeah, Larimar. This type of sort of rounded polished nugget would be stunning. And I think that's where you can go from both ends. You can go really simple or really ornate in that ring.
Yeah. It's stunning. Do enjoy it at only $9.95. That price is there on a first come first served basis. That's not to rush you, just to make sure that everybody's aware, because regular viewers, you'll all know that, but if you're new and tuning for the first time, think, oh, why didn't you tell me that? I would maybe have gone quicker. The other day Irene was on with us and she'd come back with a Larimar, and it was she managed to barter it down to £30 for one Larimar.
Yeah, well, I say I've
been
to Dominican Republic, and I found the Larimar that they sell there, even on stalls around the coast, far more expensive than that. Far more expensive.
Do you know what's funny? I went and I didn't see any.
Really?
Nope. I went about 9 years ago now. Didn't see one piece of Larimar. Nothing.
Wow.
And why was I telling you that?
Well, it has to be rare because it's one location, so it has to be.
Absolutely. But that does look like Dominican Republic. That for me is the Dominican Republic summed up in a gemstone. Absolutely. The colour of the sand, the sea, the sky. That is the Dominican Republic. I don't know why I took my cup over there because I didn't drink it. Linda's going to have some pearls as well. I'll launch those in a wee moment for you. But Linda, in fact, I don't know why I tied that and not enjoy them. Tanzanite. Did I tell you there's Tanzanite? You would think this is going to be a completely separate kit. Tanzanite and beryl. But you get them all together in one kit. I thought that was a joke this morning. Where do you even begin? Tanzanite, 2 Tanzanite nugget strands. And they're double strands, and they're big Tanzanites. They're not shine retire. I can already see pinks and purples coming from those Tanzanites. The pleochroism is magnificent. So this is going to be a really special part of Linda's kit. You need to grab this when you can. It's called the Precious Flowers kit. You've got yourself a free phone number to call on, 0800 644 655. Don't even think I'll fit all of these on my wrist. Wowza. These Tanzanites I'm going to show you on their own because there's so much here. It's like 2 separate kits put together. Wow. Wow. This is going to sell out, and the reason I know that is because, well, one, maybe it's because I've seen what Linda's done with it. The inspiration you're going to get for this is outstanding. But it's got Tanzanite, and these are some of the biggest nuggets I've ever brought to you and ever seen. These are immense. They are 300 carats. Now, on average, Tanzanite nugget strands are about 150 carats, maybe 200. These are 300 carats each. That's 600 carats of Tanzanite. And that's part of a kit. That's not on its own. That is involved in the kit price. When you see the price of the entire kit, this is going to be including within that price. It's not going to be extra. It's all within that price. It's amazing. So they're 3x5mm nuggets. They start at, bearing in mind the average solitaire for an engagement ring is a 5mm. So they start at 3x5mm and they go up to 10x3mm Tanzanite. Now, you may be aware of Tanzanite and its colour grading system. You may not be aware of it. You might not even have heard the gemstone. Tanzanite, a little bit like Larimar, in fact, comes from one location. It's only ever been mined commercially from Tanzania. There's only ever really been 4 mines that the government sort of split into. One area the government split into 4 sort of artisanal miners. There's an English company that have mines there, but nothing's been mined unless something's changed overnight. But since last year before last, between January, the end of 25th of December to the 1st of January, so nothing was ever found after that to that date because it was so expensive to mine. They were mining about 800 metres under the ground. They've closed the mines because nothing was coming out of the ground. The mines were all overgrown when our boss went there in April last year, and the price of Tanzanite had gone up $30 per carat of AA grade Tanzanite. Now these aren't A graded or AA graded or quadruple A or triple A. The reason they're not graded is because they're not eye clean. If they were eye clean Tanzanites, they would 100% be graded, and I would be calling the majority of them AA and quite a few of them triple A's, because the pleochroism, which I mentioned earlier, is when you see different colours when you look at it. and that's what tanzanite is renowned for. But yeah, you also actually get trichroism with tanzanite, so that's purples, pinks. When you get a quadruple A tanzanite, you're looking at reds. You're looking at some incredible quality. Very collectible, and of course the price has gone up because it's harder to find. In fact, the price has gone up because it's not mining anymore. So what we've got is what was mined years and years and years and years and years ago. This isn't something that was mined this week or last week or 6 months ago. This was mined at least 2 years ago. So the price point we're offering to you as part of the kit, remember, can I just point this out? This is really, really important. It's not an extra onto the kit. The price of the entire kit when we bring it on will include all 600 carats of tanzanite. It's included, it's not extra. You're going to be blown away. I'm blown away that I've even got 1 tanzanite, but we're giving 2 tanzanites per person. And look, I'm just going to give you an idea of how long that is. It's 82 centimetres approximately. That's how long an 82 centimetre strand is approximately. You have got some real treats coming your way today, and that's not all. I have got one of the most beautiful gems in the world, and then I have it with the rest of its family as well. This is the dream that is the beryl family. Let me introduce you to them. Have you ever seen an aquamarine? Well, you've seen a member of the beryl family. The same if you've ever seen an emerald. You've seen another member of the emerald family. The beryl family. So they all come from the beryl family. Aquamarines, morganites is another gemstone. In fact, I've got a very special, this isn't part of the kit I'm about to show you. This is a very rare peach morganite cabochon. It's unbelievable. It's coming up later, but it would fit in wonderfully with this kit. It's one limited deal that's coming up later. We don't have many of them. But what you're seeing here is morganites, you're seeing aquamarines, you're seeing hints of emeralds in there as well. The yellows of this family are known as heliodor, or why is it going out of my head? So the yellow variety, golden beryl, there we go. And you've also got yourself goshenite, which is a white variety, but it's clear, the white variety, a little bit like if you think of a clear quartz or clear topaz, that's your goshenite. So I don't have any goshenite in here, but I'm just filling you in some of the other members. You've got a huge amount of aquamarine here. And what I love particularly is that you've got yourself huge, bright, intense varieties of colour. Usually with pastel gemstones they can look a little bit washed out, but the intensity of colour in these, yes, they're pastel gemstones, but look how strong those pastels are. They're quite clearly blues and greens and pinks and peaches. They're not shy and retiring when it comes to the beryl family, which sometimes with pastel gemstones, unfortunately, they can be. These could stand out on their own quite strikingly indeed, with your silver metals as well. I love this. Now, I've not finished, but I'm going to tell you the sizes of morganite, beryls, aquamarine. So multicolour beryl, which is aquamarine, morganites, might have the odd emeralds in there, golden beryls in there too. They start at an 8x9 and they go up to 13x9 mil. That's a 100 carat strand of nuggets. Then you've got yourself this big strand of nuggets here, which is 84 centimetres. So again, like your tanzanite, a big doubler. They're 4x3 to 12x5 millimetre, 200 carats on there, as well as. So that's, am I meant to have 2 of these? Yeah. Brilliant. Love that. As well as, look at these. Top drilled again. I'm thinking of what you mentioned earlier, Linda, about petals.
Yes, that's stunning. These are huge, these cashew pearls, huge.
So full of a beauty of an orient. The colour makes me think these are completely natural, these white pearls. The cashew pearls, 14x10 mil. They're some of the largest I've seen. Goodness me, they on their own would look incredible, wouldn't they? Just one of them.
Absolutely.
And then, whoo, finish off with your peacock baroque pearls. Baroque pearl is giving you a sort of flat bottom, which in this case we like. In other cases in life we don't look for a flat bottom, but here we do. We like it a lot. It allows it to sit sort of flat in the neckline or on the wrist or as a ring, but then you get all that natural shape on the other side. So it depends what you like, but I think they sit quite well. I quite fancy them. So you've got baroque peacock pearls of a 13x10 mil. The reason they're called peacock is because they give you all the hues you expect to see in a peacock. I bet you got that one yourself, didn't you? And then you've got this. Can I check, Kimbo? Because if these aren't real, natural, sorry, then I would be amazed. They are natural. Oh, sorry, the whites. Yes, the whites are natural. Dying to the peacock pearls. These are natural. When you get these home, enjoy them and celebrate them, because the way I can tell that they're natural, I wanted to check because I've always liked to be 100% sure, but because the orient is so striking, because there's so many colours, that's the true natural nacre, layering and layering and layering, giving you the most outstanding greens and pinks and lilacs and wonderful baby blues. This is one of the most outstanding pearl strands in size and in quality I've seen in this type of Keshi pearl. I'm over the moon with that. So 2 strands of multi-beryl in the big oval shapes. They're called nuggets, but they're quite ovally. But we'll go with nuggets just in case there's one that's not a perfect oval shape. They go from 8 by 9 to 13 by 9 mil, again way larger than an average oval ring for a solitaire. Your huge strand of 200 carats of beryl nuggets, plus 300 carats of tanzanite, which you get 2 strands of, plus your 2 strands of pearls. Carat weight wise, you have 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000 carats.
Wow.
But if we think about what we're really saying, that's 1,000 carats of 2 of the most coveted gemstone types in the world. They're in the top 5. You get rubies, sapphires, emeralds, diamonds, and tanzanite. You've got the beryl family with your emeralds here, and you've got the tanzanite family. You've got your tanzanite, the zoisite family with your tanzanite. You have got 1,000 carats of possibly the most coveted gems in the world, and then you add on pearls, which were the top 5 until tanzanite knocked them out. How very rude.
Very rude.
Very rude. I cannot believe this is a kit, but hold on. Wait a minute. Let me drop some silver in it. Oh, that's not all of it. Look at this. We fell in love with these connectors earlier, didn't we?
They're
I'm calling
stunning.
them connectors. They're clasps,
fabulous.
aren't they?
Yeah.
But they have got the 3. They've got a sterling silver stamp on them. They have the 3 rings on them, so you can connect and use them in separate ways. The way Linda's used them is just beautiful. You've got that stamp on there, 95 sterling silver on one side. The hoop, there it is. Size-wise on there, they're coming in at 16mm. They're the 3-strand twist and lock clasps. And you get 2 of those clasps, so 4 pieces, but 2 clasps, if that makes sense. If you don't decide to use them as clasps, that's not a problem, that's up to you.
Exactly.
You could count them as 4 connectors or 4 pendants or whatever you fancy, but there are 2 clasps. And then, look at the quality and the detail in here. A 20mm perfect flower, and look, it's not flat, it has the most outstanding detail. How did you feel when this arrived, Linda?
Stunning, isn't it? Yes, really stunning. And I just wanted to put it with a corresponding sort of gemstone. So with the beryls and the tanzanite, it just seemed to be a marriage made in heaven, that little flower. It's not so little actually, it's 20mm. And say the detail involved in it is absolutely stunning. I love those little prongs that are sticking up there. So you've got some texture. Fabulous.
I'm in love with it.
Beautiful,
And when
isn't
you
it?
see what Linda's made, if you haven't already got this, you'll be getting 2. Linda has worked wonders with this. It's just a dream. So if you're looking at all of this thinking, Ali, I love it all, I want all of it, but I don't know what to do with it, that's why our Linda's here. She is a superstar. Is that all? Oh my gosh! When you see this price, you think you're either just getting the tanzanite or the multi-beryl. You wouldn't think you're getting all of it. The equivalent you could look on as 10 strands here. 1,000 carats, and that's not counting your pearls because they don't come in carat weights. We don't value them by carat weights. It's by the size and the luster and their colour and the natural beauty of those white Keshi pearls. This is just phenomenal. I can't handle this. Here we go. £54.95, but that's not right, is it? Many people would look and be happy at that price just for the tanzanite. Producer Kim would be. And you know what Kimbo's like. She drops the price till there's no tomorrow. She does.
She does.
I love you, Kimbo, where the price is low. But for this, I don't think we're really getting the full... Can I link this over my arm? Because I don't think we're really... Look at all of this is unreal. No way, Jose. If you told me this morning this was going to be one kit, I would have thought you were joking. Well, in fact, that's what happened this morning. I thought Kimbo was joking. I thought she had 2 separate kits. And don't forget, you're getting all the silver as well there. If you were to pay £10 a strand, this is ridiculous, but that's what we're doing. Look, £10 for the peacock pearls, £10 for the Keshi pearls, £10 for the multi-beryl. This so far is £30. £10 for one tanzanite, as if that would happen. £10 for another one, as if that. That's £50 there. It's not including these 2 beryls, and it's not including the silver.
Exactly.
You wouldn't get tanzanite at £10 for that, would you? Wow. By putting it together as a bundle, we can give you a price point that we couldn't give you individually. Out of this world. Already flying out the door. My producer has put this kit, well, she hasn't put this kit together, it was maybe Pip or Laura. Linda put it together.
Oh yeah.
Linda's put all of your kits. Well, that explains a few things then, doesn't it? Oh, well, there we go. Not only did Linda put it together, she managed to make sure that there was a huge quantity. Already 30 have gone. Already 20 in baskets. You haven't even seen what Linda's made. You haven't even heard Linda talk about it, really. So when that happens, oh my goodness gracious me, you are going to be jumping on the lines. When you see what you can do with this, I appreciate you might be looking at it and thinking, oh, I love it, but what am I going to do? Linda, I don't even know what to... Over 40 have been allocated, 20 still in baskets, not to mention those of you who haven't called. Sorry, Linda, I just asked you what you thought, and then I started talking.
That's fine. That's fine. No, you can keep this relatively simple, so a beginner can work with this, or you can make it a little bit more complex. So you can have intermediate, and we can have more advanced. But the gemstones will do all of the work for you anyway, particularly the texture and the shapes. The beryl works so exquisitely with the Keshi pearl, because the Keshi pearl's giving off the same iridescence, isn't it, as all of those beryls. I can see them now, all the pinks and the aquamarine blues and the silvers.
Look at that.
And that little flower there of the Keshi pearl, they're very sizable, the Keshi, and that nestling in the centre of it, again, is a super choker, that. Very, very simple. But the added addition of those clasps with the 3 opportunities of doing a 3-strand is idyllic, because it just keeps it so tidy. But as Ali said, you can also use those as sort of asymmetric connectors, or you can actually use them as a centre point and drop from those 3 jump rings. It is exquisite. The tanzanite is, as we said, we grade this on colour. And the colour of this tanzanite is amazing. It's large nuggets, much larger nuggets than I've seen recently. And it works a treat beautifully with those peacock pearls. I just absolutely adore this kit. This has got everything in it that's that I look for anyway when I'm trying to put together sort of a, hopefully a high-end but non-intimidating look for a kit.
I mean, everything, that's the ring I was talking about earlier with
aquamarine.
The option of using it. I mean, that's an aquamarine ring.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
How many people would dream of owning an aquamarine ring? Many people used to use that. That was the original engagement ring before diamonds.
It was, yes, it was.
So to think that you have, and the amount of people that have contacted me and got aquamarine rings from this company, whether it's a sister channel or here, and said, I can't believe what I can get for my money, because aquamarine on the high street can be classed as a really expensive gem, and quite rightly so. It's a beautiful stone. But the amount that you get in there, if you just made one ring, and I mean, what would you charge for something like that?
Well, that is silver plated, so I would probably charge £30 for that because of that stunning aquamarine. If you did that in sterling silver wire, then you double it, easily double it, you know, without a doubt. When I was in China with Sheila some years ago and we were buying gemstones for kits, aquamarine was quite difficult to get because Russia and Eastern Europe are desperate for aquamarine, and they just snap it all up. Yeah, they do. But it's stunning, and as I say, the tanzanite is amazing. It's just so beautiful, which is why I put, I did that. I desperately wanted to do a 3-strand tanzanite necklace because I've never done one before. I've never had the opportunity to be able to use tanzanite at that elevated position before. So I think you'll be really, you know, congratulations people have got. I think you really will enjoy this. You can, as I say, keep it simple, or you can really dress it up.
I'm in love with all of it. If you made 2 of those rings, you could make your money back in your kit without even touching really anything. Linda, I know you're going to very kindly give us a wee demonstration.
Right, yes.
Thank you so much.
Because I'm going to do the silver flower.
This one?
No, the one there. Yeah. Oh. Just so that you can see how easily that's connected. Now, I took, if I can find the end, some 0.4 wire. I think you may get 0.6 if you want to, but the 0.4 is absolutely perfect. Okay. And then with the Keshi pearl, some of these pearls are so divine. Some of them have got really unusual shapes, and they are absolutely humongous, I promise you. But perhaps for the flowers, you would take them all off of the strand and then find the perfect ones. If you want to make a real symmetrical stylized flower like that one, then choose them. To tell you the truth, I've done one here which I'll show you in a minute, and I've just picked them at random, and that's worked equally as well. So because they're top drilled, they're perfect for flowers. So you pop your wire through the hole, which obviously, as I just said, is a side to side hole there, and then give yourself some excess. This is the working strand of wire, and this is your excess. So you need about 4 or 5 inches of excess, and then just bring them together like that. So you've more or less got the point of the wire where you've pinched it opposite the little point of the gemstone. Get in as close as you can, and then turn the Keshi pearl. Don't turn the wire, and you'll feel that firm up now. See, that's firmed up. And then push your excess out of the way. And then for the second Keshi pearl, again, just sometimes you will need to trim off, because if you get a little bend, obviously the hole is drilled as straight as they possibly can. If you get a little sort of dent in the wire, which I keep getting on this one, it's coming through there, and because it's 0.4, I'm going to strengthen that up a little bit. And all you need to do is just drag your flat nose pliers over it in order to strengthen it up. Okay. If what's happened here is on the drilling on the pearl, you sometimes get a little bit of pearl dust in there, and it's just come out on that tip. It will go through, so persevere. We don't have reamers that fine. We could actually do with a very fine reamer, but a little solid needle, you know, a little beading needle will go through there. Okay. Perfectly. So pull that through. So it's normally the dust that's stopping it, and then pull that through to the first petal that you've made, and then again take that excess, pinch together, and twist, and move your excess out of the way. It doesn't really matter where it goes, and don't worry at the moment that it's looking a little bit odd. And then we pop on another.
Look, you can see how luscious they are there.
They are
just
amazing.
Next to the whiteboard, they just look magnificent.
Oh, absolutely stunning. Now I've pulled that one up, right, to the other two, the previous two. Now what I'm going to do now is pinch these together, so I'm getting sort of the splay of that flower. And then the excess wire I'm going to wind around, rather than the excess on my working wire I've moved around. I'm ignoring this part now. So I'm going to move that around there and around the next one, and that stabilizes those 3 petals together. And then what I've done with this particular one, I've made a 6-petal flower. So you just put the other 3 flowers on exactly the same. So I've got one here, and you can see how large this one's come up. Yeah. Because there's some I've never seen Keshi pearls these large.
No.
I really haven't. I mean, that's made a beautiful stylized flower. So there's a little bit of excess that we need to leave on, and then this is the working one here. So if you bring the working wire in to the center, and then get your little silver flower and pop, you see the little spaces between the little petals, is just pop on there, okay, and let it drop onto the flower. Okay, and then take the wire around the back and bring it up at the side of another petal. This will give you basically an invisible look. Okay, so each time you thread it around and bring it through the little gap between the Keshi pearl, take it back and around, and then bring it all the way around, having done that. And then, because it's on wire, you can really push it and literally splay it out, so you've got a nice sort of perfect stylized flower. And I'm just going to bring that in front of that petal, slide it down. You can take far more time.
Of course. That
little bit of wire can slide down into the center, and then that excess wire that you had originally and your working length, you simply twist the flower and keep twisting it, and then just work here a wrapped loop. Make it quite a large wrapped loop because you're going to thread it through, and it needs to have, I've done the threading part of the necklace I've done there is taking those larger polished nuggets, the tumbles,
yep.
and then the other 3 strands are the other nuggets. So you need to pass those 3 strands through this loop I'm making. So go a little way along the graduation of the pliers, and then simply form a wrapped loop, okay, and bring it round to give that some stability, and then take off your excess of the working thread and the excess of literally where you started with the threading on, and trim it off. And then what you can do then is, because you've got your wrap loop, I don't know whether you can see it, but your wrap loop sort of standing proud there, when you've threaded through it, you can push that down into the back of the flower so that you haven't got too much going on there, so it stands too proud of the nuggets. Simple as that. And then it's just a matter of threading up along the neckline.
That is gorgeous. With a huge quantity allocated, I'm sure you can see the screen yourself, Linda.
Wow, yes.
Again, there's still over 20 in web baskets. That's not in any way to rush you, and more importantly, actually, just to thank you. Thank you for taking the time to join us. Thank you for showing us an interest. It's a real treat to be able to offer you something like this. And Linda, I cannot thank you enough for myself and all the team for putting this together. It's a beautiful kit.
It's just my pleasure. I love it. I absolutely love it. If I hadn't got this to do, I don't know what I'd do.
I don't know how you managed to find all that time tonight, though. Linda must have some secret login. There must be something you've got. Now, you might be thinking, I love that, but I don't have any wire. Right, we're going to sort you out. I've got 3 different reels of wire. There's a 0.8 gauge, a 1 mil, and a 0.6. Now, the 0.6 is in the copper colour. The 1 mil is in your gold colour, and you've got the 0.8 mil in your silver. 10 metres of each, so 30 metres in total. 3 different gauges, that's 0.6, 0.8 and 1 mil, and then 3 of these. Have you tried the spool tamers? Was it you that tried them the first time?
They are fantastic because because wire has spent a little time twisted around the spool. When you take off the plastic sort of cover here, it tends to go and
unravel.
And consequently, sometimes it becomes a little bit of a pain unraveling it because it gets a kink in it. But these little, I mean, you've only got to pop these on, and it keeps it brilliantly. And also, you can pull the wire out. You leave it on, don't you?
Absolutely.
That tamer.
I don't know if I do it right or not, but there's a little bit here. Now, I'm not entirely sure what that's for. Maybe it's for hanging up or not. It's a little loop. But I use it to pull.
Exactly.
I don't know if that's the function of it, but that's how I use it.
That's amazing, because not only does that keep the wire tamed, but also as you're pulling it out, it's softly straightening it, isn't it?
Absolutely. And if you're thinking that's great for when the wire's full, but when there's less on the reel, how's it going to work? You simply pull here and it tightens it.
Yeah, a bit like on the aeroplane when they
do your seatbelts.
That's an incredible invention. That is actually the simple ones, and normally the ones that you have to think more about.
You get 3 of them, and you get 3 reels. So you've got a spool tamer for each reel. You've got usually £16.80 for the 3 reels and the spool tamers, but seeing as it's Sunday and we thought we'd have some fun, and as Linda mentioned earlier, if you've just tuned in, sorry, who's had a baby?
I think it was Carol. In fact, I know it was Carol. Early hours of Thursday morning, a little girl weighing in at £8, 12 ounces, and they're all absolutely fine.
And she's called?
Pippa Robin.
Oh,
Beautiful name, isn't that?
beautiful.
Gorgeous name. People think Pip upstairs will say, "Oh, she's named her after me."
Oh, Tracy in South Yorkshire. Morning, Ali and Linda. The wire takers are brilliant. I got some when they were first launched. I wouldn't be without them now. That's lovely to you. Thank you so much for taking the time to send us a wee message. I completely agree. I also think for the smaller gauges of wire, definitely, it's really good because the thicker ones still unravel, but the smaller ones can get a little bit unruly. Yeah. I love that. You get 3 anyway at £9.50. It's almost like you haven't paid for it anyway, I guess.
Exactly.
From £16.80.
Me, I've only just noticed that. Wow. I've only just noticed that. Wow, the wire alone. You'd pay more, wouldn't you?
Well, they're about to sell out, and that's probably why. Do check it out on the website if you've got it in your baskets. Even Alison Tarry, who was getting a hold of some sunstone yesterday, forgot to check it out. We had it in baskets, and we were like, it's going to sell out. And Alison's like, have I not checked out? I was like, no, you need to check it out. So even we forget to check it out, which is why we're just constantly reminding everybody, purely because it's ourselves that miss out too. So do check it out as and when you can. Talking of treats and what you can make, how about we have a look at what you've been up to in the Wall of Fame? Fancy it?
I do.
Let's do it. Wall of Fame time.
I hope you can.
I can't even speak today. I don't know what's coming out my mouth. If you've just tuned in, good morning. I'm Ali DeFoy, and this is our gorgeous resident designer, Linda. Bless, she's got a wee frog in her throat today.
Yeah, several.
So lots of love to our Linda. I think would be muchly appreciated. I think you should send her lots of wishes. 172, unfortunately, I'm going to have to do names and numbers, which is a real shame because there's some amazing pieces here. But I'd rather show them than not. So we've got and this is from Jill Taylor. And Jill sent this in as her first entry to the Wall of Fame. Goodness me, you've been busy. I love that. 172, Jill, best of luck to you.
This is beautiful. It's 173 and it's from Rose. A little bit of micro macrame going on there. Absolutely perfect.
Lovely colours. Oh, yes. 174, yeah. Loving this. This is from our Jan. Jan's taking time to send this in. A bit of kumihimo and zari thread. Fantastic. And that abalone. Oh, love it. Love, love, love.
I'm sorry I can't speak a little bit more about this because it's amazing, it's stunning. It's 175 and it's from Tonya in New York.
Ooh.
Yeah, sorry about that, Tonya. It is exquisite. I love it. It's absolutely beautiful. You're 175, Tonya.
Loving that work. And the final one, again, how much work has gone into this?
Yes.
What a treat. 176 again. I wish I could speak more, but it's from Colette in County Cork. Brilliant. Best of luck to you. You've been a busy bunch this week, haven't you? Best of luck to you all. We have lots coming up for you at 12 o'clock. A meter's worth of presenters pick. It's Amazonite. I think that we all picked this, to be fair.
We did.
I think this is a JM pick. Huge skipping rope length of Amazonite, and don't forget it's diamonds. I would start calling now and I'd start logging in if you haven't already. It's free in a phone line from a landline. Call us now because the diamonds is only a limited amount, only 10 coming up on the other side of this. If you haven't seen them, have a look on my Facebook page, Ali DeFoy, and you'll see a video of them. They're amazing. It's diamonds after the break.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, The Genuine Gemstone Company, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moons Moat, Redditch, B98 9HF. Get making and good luck.
Did you know that the Jewellery Maker phone number is free from a UK landline? Now you can spend those extra pennies on more shopping. If you're new to Jewellery Maker, simply contact our call centre and we'll send you a tutorial DVD and Get Started booklet, all free of charge. The fastest way to shop with Jewellery Maker is by going to our website. Just click on the Sign Up button. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the Watch Live button on the front page. You can also use our Refine tool and narrow down your search. Once you've found an item that you like, just simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget you can add as many items to your basket per day and still only pay 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker. If for any reason you're not satisfied with your purchase, you have the benefit of our no quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
Get involved with Jewellery Maker by sending the studio a message during our live hours. You can send a text to 60777 and start your message with JM Studio, or alternatively, go to our website and click on Watch the Live Show, simply type your message into the box and press send. Make sure you stay tuned in case your message is read out. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Are we really alive? Are we really seeing this, or am I dreaming right now? As Jewellery Maker,
Just pinching myself. I feel as if we're seeing it. I
can feel it. Yeah, we're really here. This is really happening. 5 years ago, when Jewellery Maker began on the 4th of May, we did not for a second expect to see anything like a diamond. Never mind 5 carats of amazing black diamonds. The code is in, they're being allocated as we speak. Join me as soon as you can. JewelleryMaker.com or 0800 644 655. It is the ultimate treat. If Alison Tyre was watching, goodness gracious me, you need to be fast off your fast off your marks today. Oh my word, Alison Tyre is one of our guest designers who last time we had black diamonds, herself and Sammy, I think it might even have been a Fiona as well, managed to cash in on to grab themselves some diamonds. Just one of them would make my day.
Just one of those nestled at the centre, or again asymmetrically off of some pearls. Again, people are going to think, wow, what's that? And that's just one. I mean, imagine just reconstructing that as a bracelet. If you really wanted and could use them all together, just reconstructing that as a bracelet with some silver would, oh, look at that.
Earlier, yourself and Debbie Bulford were commenting on how you could just simply do that. The price is in. I've already had the first 5 allocated. A huge congratulations, an envious congratulations to Devon, Sussex, South Yorkshire, Glamorgan, Derbyshire, Teresa, Christine, Tracy, Veronica, Marie. You have done it. I have Hampshire, I've got Herefordshire on the line as well. Not to mention those of you who are maybe thinking, Geraldine and Herefordshire, you've got it, you've done it. Congratulations. We are all so excited. Hopefully, you'll take the time to send us a message and let us know what you've managed to make with it, or whether you're just going to put it in your safe, whether you're going to get it. Oh, please do. If you decide to get it valued and appraised, please do let us know. I have 4 remaining. I've got Hampshire, plus those of you on the phone lines as well. Remember, it's a free phone number. Remember, it's a 30-day money-back guarantee. The money goes back onto whichever card you use as soon as we can get it back to you. Excuse me, I've had a wee message. Tracy in South Yorkshire. Woohoo! I've got mine. I can't wait for them to come in and post. Gonna channel set them in silver wire bangle.
Yeah, fantastic.
Oh my gosh.
It'll take a while, to be truthful. If you're anything like I am, it'll take a while for you to be able to take them off of that strand. You'll just want to look.
Yeah.
Won't you?
You want to show them off?
Doing anyway.
I want to take them around all my family, all my friends. 3 left. Babs in Shropshire is added to that list of very, very limited ladies and gents who have managed to secure one of our... This is going to go down in history. This is an opportunity that we will remember, I'm sure, Linda, for the rest of our Jewellery Maker lives. That's an amazing amazing achievement. Congratulations to you. Remember, you have got your 30 days. Hampshire. Constance has got hers in Tyne and Wear. I hope you don't miss out. Always continue to check the website. What was the code on it? Just again, sorry. USSY74. USSY74. do write down that code. Always keep checking in case they're there. Suze and Peter have got theirs as well. I think that may be them gone. Congratulations to you, massive congratulations. And a congratulations just for tuning in today, because you've just seen one of the, I think that is really going to be one of the biggest moments of Jewellery Maker's history. A 5-carat black diamond piece. That, well done indeed. Nobody will forget that. Everybody's talking about it, and everybody was talking about our trade show deal yesterday. I've got another one for you today. Hooray! This is allowing us to do something huge. Now, if you're not already somebody who makes thousands of pieces or hundreds of pieces of jewellery a year, you just want to make something for yourself now and again, we need findings. We absolutely need them. The amount of times I've gone to make something, I can't finish it because I haven't got a finding, or I'm halfway through it, and if only I had a finding, or only I had a head pin, I could have done that. These are great for your stashes, but great for people who like to bulk buy. You know those shops like Costco, where you go and you buy lots because you know you're going to need a lot of that particular thing. It's a bit like that. Other shops are around like that store. I can't think of any off the top of my head. Macro. And macro abroad. I don't know. Either way, it's an opportunity for you to get a big bulk buy for something you know you need in gold, rose gold and silver colour. So you get all of that and you get a huge quantity. Flying out today. Are you ready? Sally's already taking advantage of this, so is Lynn, Jane and Elizabeth again. Let me explain what you're actually getting. These are all examples, oh I've mixed them up, of packs. That's 40 packs of head pins. Now, let's just count how many are in this one. This is counting as one pack. Let's just see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, approximately 15 head pins. That tends to be how many head pins we have in a pack. So you've got, what's 40 times 15, please?
600?
400? Yes, 600. Approximately. You might get more, you might get less. But if we go for sort of an average 15 in a pack, you would get around 600 head pins. Now, they're not all the same head pins. You get flat, there's featherweight head pins in every colour. If you've seen a head pin on our channel, there's a possibility that it's in here. Everything we've had. That has quite a lot of silver, yellow gold, and a little bit less rose gold. You might get the complete opposite. You might get a lot of rose gold, less silver, and more gold. I mean, there we go. There's a pack of silver colour. Oh, sorry, Matt. Silver colour, featherweight head pins. Can we be without featherweight head pins when we're working with pearls and,
no,
for example, rubies, special gems?
No, definitely not.
They're that big, they don't fit in the bag. So, you should get 40 bags. Let's see if anyone's been in this already this morning. 1, 2, 3. This isn't just to show you I can count. 4, 5, 6, 7, but I am proud of it. 8, 9, 10. I would laugh if there wasn't 40 in here. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 40! There's a first. Nobody's been in it. Should I separate them into colours for you so you can see? There's your silver ones. Quite a few silver in this pack. Here's your golds, some more silvers. Quite a lot of head pins in here indeed. Yeah, about 600 approximately. So this one again, you've got plenty. You might want to get a couple of packs and keep the one that's got most of the colour that you use. There's no harm in that. I wouldn't have said there was any harm in that. What do you reckon? This one, for example, has 4 rose gold packs. And about equal, well, maybe just a little bit more silver than gold. So there's your 40 packs. Maybe suggesting if there's a particular colour you want, maybe get a couple of packs. Keep the pack that's right colour-wise for you. Now, you can't mix up the packs because that's a bit cheating, but you might get them home, see what you think. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee, but it is a trade show special, so next time you see an actual 4-hour trade show, then you'll tune in and you'll think, oh, I love those sort of deals. We can't do an entire trade show, but we can do a trade show opportunity to give you an idea of when we do a trade show, that's what you're expecting. Lots of you are in already. Bear in mind, this isn't money-wise for us. This is very, very hard for us to do. But £14.95. You do get the organza bag as well. And on it, just in case you weren't aware, it says handmade gemstone jewellery. We've not put our logo on it because you might want to give it away and you might want to have your own. So this is just a wee bag to prove that it's genuine gemstone jewellery that you may be deciding to make from here. Obviously, if you put non-genuine gemstones in here, that would be slightly false advertising. So I would advise you to put genuine gems in there if you fancy. But you get one of these bags as well with all of your findings. How amazing is that? Approximately 600 findings. Should be about, on average, about 15 per pack. But don't be contacting the call centre and phoning and saying, I've got 599, because I'm not guaranteeing a quantity of headpins, I'm guaranteeing a quantity of packs. So the Lucky Dip Scoop packs, you get 40 packs and they've all got headpins in them. All star headpins, featherweight headpins, flower headpins, any headpins that we've had on the show, and maybe even new ones that we've got coming through, will be all mixed in. So you get a lovely selection. There might be headpins in there you've never seen. It's a big selection of some of our most popular and some new ones in there as well. Thank you, Louise in Manchester. Thank you, Louise. You're more than welcome to drop us a message. Those of you who are messaging and texting us, thank you very, very much. And just in case you're not aware, if you've just been having a lazy morning this morning, you've only just tuned in, Linda has some very special news she's allowed to tell everybody.
Yes. If you've only just tuned in, you might have missed that Carol has had her baby, a beautiful little girl called Pippa Robin. She had her in the early hours of Thursday morning, about 1:30, I think. She weighed in at a fantastic weight of £8 12 ounces, just done on the strength of 2 painkillers and a TENS machine. And Carol was home the same evening, and her and John are absolutely over the moon, that's her words. And Hattie has already tried to feed her biscuits.
Oh no, how cute! Oh, how lovely. And we did do a wee bundle to celebrate first thing this morning, the gorgeous Pippa. What a lovely lady. Our Carol, of course, all the family, we are sending from everyone here at Jewellery Maker all our best wishes to all of you. We're so pleased for your wonderful news. Such a blessing to enter into the JM family, so that's brilliant. You're more than welcome to send your wishes in for Carol and the family. We would love to hear your thoughts on it, but I'm sure Carol would love to see that as well. Are you ready to treat yourself to something else? These aren't coming up yet. They'll be about 12 o'clock UK time, which is in about 1 hour and 45 minutes. Debbie did come in, didn't she? Debbie Bulford came in and asked the code for this.
Yes, she did.
So she can join in when we do this about 12 o'clock. She also asked what time it was on. Yes, there they are. There's our ladies from our Sunday experience, hanging out with Debbie Bulford and working very intently. Oh yes, very constant. Yeah, we're talking about you. Totally are. Yeah. Hiya. Now, should I mention how much cake's in there today?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I think there's quite, yeah, Debbie Bulford's like, the cake goes on and on and on. I cannot wait to see what the ladies get up to. I know they're working very, very hard. And it looks like they're having a little bit of fun while they're doing it. I saw quite a few biscuits earlier as well. Right, lots to bring you, so I'm going to go quite quickly. I don't want that to make you think you have to rush. Just make sure I can bring you more of a selection. The more the better, right? Oops. Oops. They're all jumping off. Should I just keep these two? Shell. Wowza. You can have them all together, or you can separate them. You don't have to use them as entire strands. You don't need to have them together. They remind me of tiles. You know, really fancy, colourful tiles. If you ever go anywhere like Spain, or you go sort of mosaics, really gorgeous. My producer wants these. My director thinks she would love them in a different colour t-shirt. She wants all of them in t-shirts. She wants to wear them with them. They're really, really popular at the moment. Really, really fun. But they don't have to be necessarily sort of... Sometimes when you look at bright colours like this, you think, oh, fun. But when you separate them, for example, I think if you were to put these two together and some fire opal, it would completely change what you would want to do with them and completely change who you would make it for.
That's gorgeous.
Do you like it?
I really like that.
I mean, there's loads on there, and if you wanted, for example, I mean, that's coming up later, that fire pull. If you put it with either of those,
oh, that's beautiful.
See how sophisticated that would look from the fun of the pinks and the. I mean, if you put the pinks and the purples, swap those round and have those with some. I've not got amethyst on my bar, but I do have some sort of striped agate, and if you put those together, there's something quite special. And then, how about, oh, there's so much. I really want, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm totally going to do it. With the green and the blue, imagine, dare I lift it off? It is a weighty strand. Woo! Some Amazonite in there.
Again, just one of those Amazonite with that shell. Be beautiful. I quite like the thought of that shell as well, all together, as a multi-stranded necklace,
oh, yeah.
Just all together. Kept in there, you know, kept as they are stranded there, just go through the sort of, the pinks through to the purples, through to the warm oranges, through to the blues, and just literally have them. Perhaps a little bit of chain around the neck, but literally just have them as a holiday piece. That would look lovely. Can you imagine on a white t-shirt? Or, you were talking about t-shirts, you could actually stitch those around the neckline of a t-shirt, couldn't you?
Couldn't you? That would be really cool.
Yeah, of course you could.
Ooh, I like that thought. Here's some jewellery that was made actually. And this was made by our Fiona, who I saw yesterday actually. We were leaving at the same time. She was in working on a Saturday, and doing that gave me sort of 3 strands, multicoloured, just simply giving it a 3-stranded effect with some threading, really. I mean, that's giving it a lovely look, and then a really fun stretchy.
Yeah, perfect for a stretchy.
And that'll go with all your outfits, won't it?
Perfect.
Are you trying to dibs this, Claire? You got to say dibs. Dibs, Claire's dibs this. I play this on the other shows. I usually can't get away with it in the in the morning show, but management aren't in this weekend, so I can. Who's going to stop me? Don't tell anyone, Linda, please. Don't tell anyone.
I know. Go straight in and straight out again.
Yes. So price point wise, what would you expect? Oh, $14.95 for 6 strands. I thought you got 5 there, and then I realised you actually get 6. You want to see how long they are? Because I've not really given you the length, have I? They actually feel a bit longer than 38 centimetres. 15 millimetres in size. They're about £2 odds a strand. It's not a lot, is it? Should we count how many we've got on each strand? Give a cheeky wee count. 2, 4, 6. Hold on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's 22, 4, 6. Approximately 26 on each strand. Is that pennies? 10 pennies a square? It's about, oh, I'm doing it in inches, aren't I? I should do it in centimetres. Whoa! 30. Oof! 30, is it on 30 plus 11? That's 41 centimetres approximately for each one. Oh, and you get quite a few extra in a centimetre. So they're longer than our usual 30. I love that. Well done to you. And this would go, do you think it would go really well with your next kit? Do you think if you added a few of those in with the purples and the blues and the pinks that are in there?
No doubt about it. Yeah, perfect.
I would write down the code for those if you haven't already gone for them, because when you see Linda's next kit, I think you might like it as a wee add-on. I think you might want to add it to it. It'd be brilliant. Loads and loads coming your way. I'm going to put my Amazonite back up, but next is a new bundle, which I'm going to grab for you now. Oh! Today's bundles are brilliant. They actually go with... Have a look at this together. Have a look at that with the Amazonite. Whoo! It's brilliant. I need these too, actually. Producer Kimbo says she needs these large rounds. I think we're all with you there, Kimbo. Can I just point out, I really shouldn't do this. No, she doesn't. It's one of those Jenny ones, isn't it? Jenny said to me, presenter Jenny, who'll be with you the 2 mornings this week actually. What day is it today? Sunday. Wednesday and Thursday you can have the gorgeous Jenny in with you. And Jenny was saying to me when she was younger, or when her daughter was younger, her daughter would say she really liked something, But she wouldn't just say she liked it. She would say, I need these, Mummy. I need them. So, therefore, that sort of caught on. So Kimbo needs these. She needs them. Doesn't just want them or like them. She needs these. You've got blue magnesite, as you can see here, in the pairs. And you've also got pairs in the green, as well as huge 12mm rounds. So the pairs are 12 by 8mm, both strands are the same size, although they're separate colours. They're all a gemstone called magnesite, which takes colour beautifully. Naturally, it's sort of white with a sort of grey matrix, a little bit like howlite. And when it dyes, it gives you colours very reminiscent to sort of Iranian turquoise. The reason I say Iranian turquoise is because it's more of a brown in the matrix. It's more of a brown vein that you get, whereas other turquoises from elsewhere gives you more of a black vein. And I've noticed it's sort of Persian, I call it Persian turquoise, however you wish to know it. Obviously, it was many, many years ago when it was originally found. But you're looking at that turquoise. All the temples are made of. It's beautiful buildings and mosques, and they're all made of this Iranian turquoise. It's just gorgeous, and that always makes me think of that because of the browns that you're getting, and that it's just dreamy. I don't know if have you ever seen that before, Linda?
Yes, I have.
I love it.
I've got a tiny little story to tell you. I was at the doctor's on obvious reasons on Friday, and I walked in and the lady on reception booked me in, and I sort of did a double take on her necklace. And I said to her, wow, I love your necklace. I said, what is it? I was literally asking a question to see if she knew, and she said, oh, it's magnesite. I said, oh, where did you get that from? She said, I got it from a well-known shopping channel online. And I said, yes. I said, which one? I said, I'd like to get some. She said, Jewellery Maker.
Oh, wow!
And it was really noticeable. It was the slabs of that exact magnesite.
How amazing! Yeah. This is a lovely combination. I think, Kimbo, I hope you don't mind me showing a bundle. I hope it's going to come up. If it's not, please accept my apologies in advance. But this is from box number 12. You're not going to do it. All right, we haven't got it. But you are going to do 3, right? I was going to pick one of these 2 up. I think these would go really well. What do you reckon? If I were to add these nuggets in too?
Yes.
Do you think that would really...
That's lovely.
Might not go with the blue so well.
No, but those nuggets really bring out the greens of the magnesite.
There's a lot of nuggets there.
Beautiful.
I think that would be quite fabulous. Amethyst in there, prehnite in there. Quite possibly some green onyx going on. I love that combination. These are fabulous. They will go really well with the, well, in particular these shells from the previous ones. What do you reckon? Do you like that? Oh! No way! Really? Well, that's made me really pleased because now I know I say it's similar to the colours if you can get of a different type of turquoise. The reason I mention that is because that kind of turquoise we don't get in 12mm rounds, and we definitely don't get them at that price point if we were to ever manage to get a hold of any. So this is giving you that affordable price point, which with a look that you've already said has stopped you in your tracks, Linda, with that quality of colour.
Exactly.
It is a genuine gem. I don't want anything to be taken away from magnesite because it's a great gem in its own right. Just so happens that a lot of people love to colour it, similar colour to turquoise, and it's really popular. But it is a gorgeous gem in its own right. And at £9.95 to get 3 strands that all work together. That with bronzites and smoky quartz, gorgeous. Loving it. Well done on that. Lovely. These are the ones I showed you a moment ago that would go so well with it. It's a new bundle for you because Kimbo's a superstar and she's put it together. She a superstar. Should we do the limbo Kimbo? I totally think we should. Doesn't matter. You can move the pole. Kim says she can't limbo. The other day, Linda, we thought it would be a really good idea, and Claire was off yesterday. Claire, did you have a nice day off? She was at a wedding. I didn't know that. Oh, she was at a wedding. What colour did you wear? Bright red. Oh, lady in red. Oh, how lovely. So we missed Claire yesterday. She was off skis, but we'll allow it off because she was at a wedding. But the reason I was asking this is because yesterday Kimbo was taking the price really low, and I think it was Amelia suggested maybe she should limbo. And we thought if Kimbo limboed, the more she can limbo, the lower the price can go. I think that should be a really good section of the show. I think that should be like a Wall of Fame, Kimbo limbo. I think, text us in if you reckon we should do that. I think that should work. But Kimbo says she can't limbo, but we could always just manoeuvre the pole so it makes it work.
I think you'd be a good limbo dancer because I was watching the Pearl limboing and flicking and was it the other day. Yeah, I think you'd make a great
that was
limbo
interesting, wasn't it? I didn't even get to keep them after all that. No. I knew, to be fair, I probably wouldn't, but I thought it was fun. God loves a trier, doesn't he? Well, at least that's what my mummy told me. You've got pre-night, chrysoprase, green onyx and pre-night. Oh, well, there is a treat. Now, you might be looking at this for the first time ever and thinking, what on earth is which? Which is which? They're all green to me. Well, I'll start off with the most predominant green. This is called green onyx. Get green onyx. You gotta get green onyx. So whenever I sing that song, it's because they're gorgeous and green and they're quite recognisable. It's a darker green. One that if you looked at it, you'd probably think was the closest to the colour of an emerald. That sort of green. Then we've got pre-night. Now pre-night is quite easily distinctive because with pre-night you have little inclusions within it. They're almost sort of dark mossy green and it glows. Really gorgeous pre-night. Then you've got yourself green amethyst or prasiolite, however you wish to know it. Oh no, hold on. There's 2 strands of pre-night. Well, there you go. You have a pre-night without the inclusions, really, that's just got the glow. That looks so uncannily close to green prasiolite, green amethyst. That's unreal. Wow. And then finishing off with chrysoprase. The difference between chrysoprase and chrysophrase isn't just that there's a H missing. The H is missing on purpose. Chrysophrase is when you have some of the chocolates in it. It looks like mint choc chip. And chrysoprase without the H is when it's just the greens. And you've got it for 3 nugget strands. There's a lot on there. Oh, $9.95. Now they're colours of springtime. They're colours that you can have for summer. Your greens and reds for Christmas time. It's an all-season bundle, I reckon. Well, yes. I did say Christmas. It's less than 30 weekends away, right? No, I'm all for summer. Don't get me wrong. I'm just pointing out it's an all-year-round gemstone bundle, and we have rubies that would make it look quite festive. I'm sorry.
Christmas morning jewellery.
Oh, could you imagine?
I didn't think I'd say that beginning of June, but there you go.
No. But, well, in February they were already doing the Christmas markets for the shops. Love that. That looks quite nice. Oh, look at that, just doing that. Obviously it's not very well done, but just...
It's beautiful.
You don't need to do much with a gorgeous gemstone, does it?
I don't think you do. I think layered like that is just so you've got the 3 strands that are slightly shorter and then 3 strands a little bit longer. I think that's a stunning, particularly on a one colour dress like you've got on now.
Love it. Right, next, sorry Kimbo. Love wish kit. Are we allowed to do the new kit? We dance, Jewellery. Shall we dance? Oh yes, please. Yes, please. Let's get it on. Oh, hold on. I'm going to take off. Is this supposed to be a mission? Impossible. You jokers. Right, hold on a minute. There's so many treats on our desk today. I can't get into it all. A findings section with all the essential findings, Linda. You've got... Ooh, right, hold on. I need to move all this out my way. Get out of my way. Sorry, everything's fallen over. Forgive me. I can't get in. Right, here we go. Yes, Claire, you can have the stretchy bracelet. That's so funny. Claire, it's yours. You've dibsed it. It's fine. I'm going to put it down here so no one takes it away. It's all yours. Claire wants to wear it with all her t-shirts. Right, now, yesterday we had a shell treat and it sold out within a blink of an eye. It was really, really popular. And today, Linda has already set aside, Linda had already done this for you, set aside the most gorgeous, not only pinks, purples, yellows and blue shell. We're in love with these. We were looking at them earlier today, this morning, when we saw Linda's kits. These are just fabulous. You get 2 strands of rounds, and then you get your 4 strands of coloured shell. Now, I've got wire here as well, so I'm going to move that to the side. S-Lon cords too. There's so much in this kit, it doesn't even fit on our information screen. And that's a big plasma TV screen. I'm going to go through everything for you. 2 reels of wire, 0.4mm and 0.8mm. And you've got yourself here fabulous baby pink shell pearl rounds, which are 12mm. And then you've got these lovely, sort of almost an orchid colour. I'm struggling to find out where the colours are, so forgive me. I'm not going to be able to use my screen because it's a whole load of kerfuffle. You get 4 strands here of these amazing, brand new shells. Literally yesterday was the first time I saw them. Today you've got a strand that I didn't see yesterday. You get an extra strand in here. And you've got all the top colours, haven't you? You've obviously chosen those for a reason. Because you want the best for us, don't you? Mm-hmm. You have, in total, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strands. These funky shells are great, says Fran in London. Thank you, Fran. In fact, Fran was watching yesterday. I think you might have seen the ones we had yesterday as well. Isn't it such a luxury to have them yesterday and today, but 2 totally different kits? These, yesterday sold out, so if you weren't watching yesterday, you would have completely missed out. Although, in saying that, Linda has colours we didn't have yesterday. 2 reels of wire, they're silver colour. You are getting 0.8mm gauge and 0.4mm gauge, and you're getting 10 metres of each. And I actually just had it confirmed they're silver plated copper wire, which of course is giving you more of a durability if it's plated as opposed to just flashed. Then hello, 4 cords. This is my favourite colour right now. This is gorgeous. You've got your gold, your teal, your aqua and your bright coral for your Beadsmith gold S-Lon cords. They're all 32 apart from the aqua and the coral, which are 70 metres. The aqua and the coral you're getting more of because they're a different gauge. 0.4mm gauge for the aqua and the coral. The teal and the gold are both 0.9mm. So there we go, I'll move that along so you can see. So your teal and your gold, your 0.9mm gauge, and you get yourself 32 metres of these. 70 metres of the aqua and the coral. And the aqua and coral are both 0.4mm gauge. Amazing or amazing. Now in saying that, I'm feeling it here, and can I just check I've got the right one? Because the coral feels a 0.4, but the aqua colour I've got is not a 0.4. Maybe I've got the wrong one.
No, you've got the right one, but it is 0.9.
I'm not entirely sure. I think the aqua one's 0.9.
It is.
It is. 0.9. So I imagine you're going to get a 0.4. But the teal and the gold, you're going to get a 0.9.
I've got 0.9.
Well, coral's 0.4.
That's it.
And I'll stick with 0.9 for the other ones. So you get all of this, plus the 4 reels, plus your sterling silver colour finding. Now I'm saying sterling silver, let me just check. They are silver plated, sterling silver plated, crimps, fancy head pins, fancy jump rings, open jump rings, featherweight head pins, twisted oval links, copper twisted shepherd hooks, toggle clasp with T-bars, twisted S hooks, wire toggle clasp, crimp tubes, you got it all. Ooh! Is it? I've not even mentioned any of these though. You've got these as well, which are amazing. Look at these. I'm going to try and scoop some up with a head pin. They're squares. Or diamonds, however you wish to look on them. Oh, I love the, oops, I love these. How many did I get of these? Is it? Huge quantity. I hate this list too, Kimbo. You can't read it. Doesn't even show. It says I've got a threading pack, but I haven't got a threading pack. 100 in here. Linda, am I supposed to have a beading threading pack? Right, I've not got that. You get a beading threading pack as well.
You do silver plated copper.
Silver plated copper. Thank you, Linda. I don't know what I'd do without you. Yep, monofilament, elastic, beading thread. All of that coming your way. Enjoy it. There's so much in this. Linda, did you enjoy putting this together?
Oh,
That's
it's
a silly
lovely.
question.
Yeah, I wanted to put something together that had got some colour, because it's quite a struggle to put a really colourful kit together, because simply for the fact that a lot of gemstones are fairly pastel, but shell, because it dyes so beautifully. And I love this shell because it's got like this little anomaly on the back. It's almost like it's got a pearl growing in it, and I love it. Lots of people might think the flip side, the smooth side, is the way to go, which it is if you want to go that way. But I like that little bump in it, so I sort of flip them. So it's entirely up to you, but I love that little bump, which gives you so much texture. I really love them. I think, again, putting, like the shell that you had just previously, this is what we want this time of year. This is what we want for holiday time, don't we?
Absolutely. Whether you're going on a holiday or not, we want that holiday feeling.
Yeah, exactly. Because there's a lot of floral fabrics in the shops at the moment, as there has been the last 2 or 3 years.
Yes.
So this works really well with those floral fabrics, as equally it does with like what Ali's wearing today. A little cream dress. So you've got best of both worlds here. And the colours that the shells have been dyed are superb. Absolutely superb.
I can only go mainly by, because I haven't seen these before. Yesterday and today are the first 2 times I've seen these. Yesterday they sold out without a blink of an eye, so going by that, I know this won't be here for long. And just having a look at how many people have already confirmed this morning on this one, the Shell We Dance kit is flying out the door. And for £40 to get the amount of strands, the amount of S-on cords, the 2 gauges of wire, the findings, plus the extra findings, plus the threading pack, it's not the price point you would expect for this. It's not a Jewellery Maker price point. We have reduced it for you. We've added the price together and reduced it down to $39.95, which for me is a steal of a treat, because you would expect to pay something like that for something. Well, for this first one here, I would quite happily expect to be charging £35 for something like that.
Absolutely, definitely, yeah.
And I mean, those earrings, you've just simply used the findings at the bottom, some shepherd hooks and the findings to create a really stunning yet simple pair of earrings that will go with everything.
Just literally, those earrings there are just literally findings. I haven't even put a gemstone on them. And these sort of diamond stroke square jump rings are absolutely brilliant. I mean, how many are there? There's tons of them. They went on forever. I've got some left, and I've used tons and tons and tons of them. They're exquisite to pop in, not as a mechanic, but literally, excuse me if I tend to shout, because I'm pushing this voice out, it screeches. But this is definitely being used as an integral part of the jewellery making, not just a connector.
They're fabulous. And what's even more exciting about it is, for me, it's going to be selling so easily because it's so different.
It is different.
I've not seen anything like it, but it's not that different that it's, oh, I don't know if I can get away with that. It's different as I really like that. I want to wear that. I could pull that off.
Yeah, when the sun shines as well, you'll see lots of people wearing brighter clothes, brighter jewellery, brighter everything, really. And this is what we need in Britain, really. We need to bring some colour out now this time of year, don't we?
And it's not sort of ostentatious colour. It's easy to just add in one, as you've done there.
It's
just adding in one
beautiful colour
and brings that colour. And for example, the colour of your eyes are blue. I don't know what colour your eyes are, but if you've got sort of green or blue eyes, wearing earrings up around your eyes and necklaces is going to make that colour pop. So give it a try. And if you've got green eyes, pinks and purples make your eyes pop a wee bit more. So that's an option you can do. I was taught that a while ago when I was told. I didn't realise my eyes are heterochromia, so they're like brown sometimes and green sometimes. So depending on what makeup I wear, changes the colour, but also what colours I wear.
Exactly.
So if I wear purples and greens, that's really going to make different colours pop. The cords as well. I mean, you could just make a cord piece. Yeah. You can have cord pieces, you can have wire work pieces, you can have finding pieces, because you've got findings as well as the extra findings, or you can make, as you have done, a simple bracelet with just one of them incorporated.
Yeah, I mean, the cords, 3 of them are 0.9, and from that loopy necklace, just the last but one from here, that's been crocheted, those loops have been crocheted, and because it's 0.9 it makes a significant size. And then there's a necklace next to it there that's got like a pendant made at the bottom of it that is that sort of sunburst type of thing where you just put it onto a wire frame and then just wind. So yeah, the S1 threads are great.
You are very kindly going to show us a wee demonstration, aren't you?
Well, on this herringbone
so
necklace here,
love this.
that technique is easy. I've done it in quite an organic look. So when I've actually wrapped the wire around, making this herringbone effect around the shell pearl, just in case I forget to mention it, I have then tweaked the wire simply with flat nose pliers. I've just tweaked the wire to give it a kink. That's entirely up to you. You can leave it smooth, that'll give a slightly different effect, but just as exquisite. So you need to take a length of your 0.8 wire that's included in the kit, probably about 7 or 8 inches, and then just pop on one of the shell pearls. It doesn't matter whether it's the rose pink or it doesn't matter whether it's the lilac-y one. And then make on one end, in fact you needn't at this point, let's take the pearl off, because on the, just because it'll move as I move the wire around, about a couple of inches down, make about 3/4 of the way down, treat the plier as a mandrel, so about 3/4 of the way down the plier, make a wrapped loop. So you push it forward, flick the wrist over, bring it back towards you, pop your plier in where it fits, and then wrap the wire, keeping the wire firmly around the base, okay? And then just take the excess, leaving about a 1 mil space. If you can leave about a 1 mil space in between each coil, okay? Yep. So twist that down. You can do it as many times as you want. I'll stop at 4. And then snip off. And then pop on your pearl. And then let that drop to where your coil's finished. And then guess, roughly, we need about exactly the same amount as we have here. So slightly underestimate the gap here, simply because as you twist around your plier to make your loop, it'll grow a little. Okay, so slightly underestimate that length there and come roughly the same place as you were before and make another wrap loop. Pop it back where it fits, and then again with your excess twist around another 4 times. Now you can make these as large or as small with any gauge of wire that you want. Obviously this one is going to make it a little bit more chunky, but a smaller gauge wire will make it, will make quite a quirky necklace if you link those together. But to do the herringbone, take a reasonable amount of wire, as much as you can work with, probably about 30-35 inches, and the centre of the wire, take it to on top of the pearl there, sorry if my fingers are in the way, on top of the pearl, on this little stem, the centre of the wire, and just twist around once. Okay, so we've gone once around that stem. Then you bring the wire, as you move down and around the pearl, you can simply warm the wire slightly by bringing it through your fingers, and then bring it around. When it hits the stem again, you've got this corkscrew, so you bring it around, okay, and then you bring it up again, keeping this one out of the way, okay, and then bring it on top of that first wrap, okay. Now what I'm going to do now is bring this one in and go into the next little space. There's a little space in between the corkscrews. Bring that around, move the other one out of the way, and again bring it round, warming it, and if you can, bringing it with your nail and going as near as you can on top of the previous one, and then again hitting the little space here in between the stem, the corkscrew, bring it around and bring it back on top of the previous row, and then consolidate that again on top of the other one, and then exactly the same working. You can actually make this obviously a lot more slowly than I do, so that you've got some nice even herringbone coming around, but I didn't worry too much about that, simply because when I finished it, just quickly go around that and then show you. The way I finished it was I wanted, see I've got loads of wire left, but I prefer that rather than fiddling with about an inch of wire, which would hurt the hands as well. Then I'll just trim off. Again, do it a little bit more slowly than I have, keep warming that wire. And then when you come to the sides here, just take your flat nose pliers and literally go forward and in one respect, back in another, go into the centre one and clip it, and just spend a little bit of time forming it around so that it gets this sort of organic look, this crumpled look, and then obviously you match it. And as you do that, you've got what we call a stylised herringbone, which on the larger gemstones actually give a really nice effect. If you don't want to do that, then you can use you could use the 0.4 and have a slightly more delicate look. And then all I did then was I linked them with the gorgeous
square jump rings,
stroke diamond jump rings, which just gives that little bit of change in shape, but really works well. So that jump ring actually is a little hero on its own.
Yeah.
So that's how you do that. They look great as earrings, by the way, as well. They do as a single dropper earring. So you can do it as small, as chunky, or as delicate as you want, that little technique.
Love that. Absolutely, it's one of my favourites. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
I'm going to do that now. Are you itching to do it as well? Give it a wee go, give it a try, but for £39.90 back. I can't believe you get all of that for that. Linda, thank you so much. I'll leave you with your challenge.
Yeah.
I'm going to show me on back to my desk because I have got something very very special for you. If you just tuned in, good morning, I'm Ali. It's lovely to see you. I'm going to bring you frosted rose quartz. Have you got enough here, Kimbo? You want all three of them? They're really sizable as well. Oh! Would you feast your eyes on these? Sorry, I'll be quick. I can't be quick with rose quartz, Kimbo. I'm going to try and get another bundle in for you as well. Right, 380 carats in the 12 mils. Then I've got another 12 mil round strand at 400 carats. That's an extra 20 carats, maybe an extra stone on there or two. And then 500 carats on your 14 mil rounds. So 3 separate strands. I love them frosted, especially if you put them with an unfrosted stone. If you put them with sort of a transparent stone. For example, let me show you something that I would like to put with this. I would like to put that together. What do you reckon? With the contrast of the clarity and the brilliance that you're getting from these, or if you were fortunate enough to maybe have some pearls in your life, you want them with tanzanite. Oh, nothing like high end there, Claire. In all fairness, if you managed to get them from the first kit, you probably got yourself some plenty to play with. You get 600 carats, didn't you? With some pearls, we're going to be giving Linda some pearls for her challenge. What do you reckon? Is it? Well, there we go. One of my favourite gems, and again, like the Lanimar, quite recognisable. $14.95. You can put it with a. Oh, look at it with the topaz. We'll do this around 11 today. Whoo! Which is not long. Gosh, not long at all. So much love for rose quartz. Carat weight on these, you're getting 500, 900. 1,080 carats. Oh no, 1,280 carats. Huge carat weight for $14.95. Oh, well, I was about to say, and if you put something like your purple banded agate with it, we're going to do this next. Superb or fabulous, or a bit of both. Oh, it would look lovely with the Amazonite as well. I'm going to get straight onto your purples for you. Love rose quartz. For me, epitomises femininity, a symbol of love, happiness. Oh, it looks great with tiger's eye if you've got any of that. Right, loving these. I was talking about these earlier. These are juicy. Every single one's totally individual because they're all genuine. They've got their natural banding within them, 14mm in size. They're huge. 460 carats. Now, how often do we offer strands of about 38 centimetres of 460 carats? Whopping or whopping? Oh, what would you like to put these with? Individually or with pearls? Pearls?
Yeah, absolutely, definitely. What is it? I think I would put a lot of gold findings with that. So you could use all the head pins in that bumper pack there. If you roll the head pin and then just string them onto beading thread, you get your gap because the roll gets bigger as you come down the head pin. So you actually use less gemstones, but the roll gives you the gap. That would look stunning.
That sounds really good. You fancy doing that? You do, don't you? Me too. I want to do that right now. I wish I could do that. Sometimes, as much as I love my job, I wish I was at home so I could just do what you're suggesting and get all my
It's very addictive, Ali. I tell you, it's very addictive.
I've tripped over my jewellery making box twice this week. I just don't have enough room. I need to get better storage boxes because I've just got this huge big box I put everything in. Literally, there's not enough room. My spare room I can't get round. It's just, I love that, my spare room. Like, literally, it's a wee room that's got a few things in it, like a cupboard with some clothes in it. But I literally can't move for Jewellery Maker stuff at the moment, which is amazing, but also means that sometimes I'm like, I want to be doing it. I want to talk about it, I want to do it. I think it would look quite fabulous with rubies.
Those are gorgeous.
Imagine you could get rubies at a price you could put them with.
Actually, the rubies would look stunning. That would look really high end. It's almost bringing out a deep Merlot purpley red from those rubies, isn't it?
And then with the pearl.
That's gorgeous. Beautiful.
Whoa. Lots of you getting involved, so we should probably get a price point in there for you. What do you reckon? Lots of multi-bids. Oh! No. Is it? Sorry. When I'm excited, I make a noise. Kim was laughing at me. She was like, you always make that noise when you're excited. Well, have you started doing it too? Doing it? It's not even a word. Doing it. Kimbo started doing it when she thinks that I would make that noise at the price being that good. She makes it as well now. She makes it advanced. So I've got producer Kimbo, who I've never heard make a high-pitched noise before properly, is sitting in the gallery going, ooh. Oh, Lynn's in Gloucestershire, Greater London. Sylvia, regular in Glamorgan, lovely to see. Hope the weather's nice where you are today. Angela, Pamela and Jane. Pat in Minorca. I was talking to Jenny, Pat, and she suggested we come out and join yourself in the pool boy, and we make jewellery by the pool. What do you reckon?
I'm up for it.
Linda's there.
Asking.
We're on our way. Apparently Pat's pool boy is very handsome.
I'm coming then.
We're on our way. Apparently he's 30 years old. Whoa, Wall of Fame time. Are you ready for this? I'm so sad we have to do name and numbers today because I want to talk about every single piece we've had today. Thank you so much for taking the time to send your entries in. I wish you all the very best of luck. This is number 177. Both Linda and I's jaws just dropped. Stunning, stunning piece. Well done to you. And that's from Elizabeth out in the West Midlands, which is actually where we are. Elizabeth, thank you so much. Just gorgeous. Your amber brooch. Well done. Kimbo wants it.
No,
She's dibsing it.
I've dibsed it, so it's gone, Kim. This is 178. It's a beautiful pair of earrings, and it's from Kathleen. Kathleen, you are 178. Gorgeous pair of earrings.
Really pretty. Oh, I'll have them. Dibs.
Dibs.
Oh, double dibs. Oh, this is quite fab.
It's beautiful.
Not seen this before. 179 with the mixture. This is from Anita out in Liverpool. I nearly tried a Liverpool accent there. I managed to stop myself midway. I love the Liverpool accent. Best of luck to you, Anita, and that is number 179, I believe. Well done.
This is right up my street. This crochet necklace. It's stunning. It's 180, and it's from Carroll in County Durham. Durham even. You're 180, Carol. I love that. I love the rose gold effect on that. It's beautiful. Beautiful.
It's gorgeous. Well done, you. And final one for the moment, 181. This is very much in the theme of what we're up to this afternoon, actually. This is from Marion Turner in East Riding of Yorkshire. Green aventurine, gorgeous treat. I love that, man. I can't believe you managed to get your hands on one of those cabochons. They were very hard to come by. Well done to all of you. Best of luck. We have, talking of greens and aventurines, we've got an amazing gemstone coming up. It's actually called Amazonite. Oh, hello. Just shy of 60 minutes away. On the other side of the break, we're not going to make you wait any longer for the topaz. We had some yesterday, it flew out the door. I'm going to be bringing you some very shortly, straight after the break in fact, so if you want to log in, we'll maybe have some cake. Apparently there's cake in the gallery from us, quite a lot. We'll see you in a sec.
We all know having the right tools for the job is important, so we here at Jewellery Maker have designed a toolkit which includes all your essential pliers for jewellery making, including round nose and flat nose pliers, wire cutters, as well as a bead reamer, snips and tweezers. You've got everything you need for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
When shopping with Jewellery Maker, you can add as many items to your order in one day and only pay one postage and packaging charge. We have 2 delivery options. Standard delivery at just £2.95 and you'll receive your parcel within 4 to 6 days. Or opt for our premium delivery at just £4.95 and you'll receive your parcel within 3 to 4 days. Happy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
The first C we look for is colour. The colour of a gemstone refers to the hue, tone, and more importantly, the even saturation of colour within the gemstone. This can make the difference between a poor stone and a highly exquisite gem, being highly sought after by collectors worldwide. Secondly, we look for clarity. Almost all gemstones can contain some type of inclusions formed during crystallization. Some gemstones, for example emerald, are acceptable with inclusions, whilst others are graded on how clean they are. Then we look for carat. Gemstones are always measured in carat weight when cut and commonly in grams as rough. Additionally, there are 100 points in every carat, so every point counts. And last but definitely not least, we come to cut. The cut is the most misunderstood and underestimated of the 4 C's. The cut should never be confused with the shape of the gemstone. This is the 3-dimensional form, whilst the cut is the direct manipulation of the gemstone's facets by the lapidrist. Many factors are involved here, including the vision, experience and expertise of the lapidrist. If accomplished perfectly, a truly exquisite gemstone can be crafted into a work of art.
Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques. Download the Jewellery Maker app today. You can watch our Jewellery Maker shows live, view all the details of the item that is currently on air, as well as browsing all the items from today's show. You can also minimize the video or switch to use as a companion app. Get the Jewellery Maker app today and boost your viewing experience.
Wow. What a dream. ERVX49 is the code you need to get your hands on these. And my oh my, Do we want to get our hands on these? Yesterday we had a very, very luxurious and exclusive luxury offer on some topaz, and today I have something not too dissimilar. I do have a slightly bigger quantity for you. Only slightly. This would go, I think, perfectly with your next kit, Linda. What do you reckon? Do you think this would go well with our natural and real turquoise?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
And the aquamarine? Yeah, can you see it happening?
Absolutely, I can.
Do you remember when we started Jewellery Maker and we didn't have topaz?
No.
Didn't have any?
No, actually, it was it must have been a good over 2 years before we had topaz.
It was a fair while,
Yeah,
because
it
everybody
was.
wanted November's birthstone.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good 2 years.
And we hardly had any citrine. And we started to get a little bit of topaz. The sky blue is the one that most people think of, most people know, and most people see. So it's great for you to be able to compare quality, I think. Have a look elsewhere and see what you'd be getting. Bear in mind, you can always take it with you anywhere you want to go. If you want to have a look at prices and compare the quality and compare the price, I think that's a really good idea.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yesterday we were speaking about something, 3 different factors with the gorgeous Fiona Potter, and I don't know if you were with me or if you at all remember them or if you even know what I'm talking about when I mention this, but yesterday I was talking about brilliance and luster and something very special called scintillation, which this has. It's just magnificent. 100% everything I would look for in a topaz I've got a great colour. It's not too overpowering, but it's strong enough. It's a gorgeous gem that you could set in silver and still see that strength of colour. If you think about your precious metals, gold, for example, is quite a warm colour. So when you put a pastel gemstone with it, it can sometimes warm it. But if you've got yourself silver in colour or platinum, you're not going to be enhancing the colour or warming to the colour. That gem has to be gorgeous in its own right. And you have that with these. The clarity that you're getting is what I dream of, but I also kind of expect in a topaz. Topaz of this sort of calibrated quality like we would see in our sister channel, Gems TV or Rocks TV, which are live auction channels with finished pieces of jewellery. I would expect to see a clarity, because this gemstone comes from the almost perfect crystalline clear structure in a topaz, coming from the Greek word topazius, meaning to seek. You have a very special gem with great clarity because of its natural makeup, as well as luster, and most importantly for me, with that brilliance, you're also getting scintillation. When either you move, the camera angle moves, the light that it catches, it moves, you get this ping of light that's known as scintillation that you need a transparent stone to do. You won't get that in an opaque stone. You are getting everything here, and if you were to get something like this in your collection, you may only want to use just the odd 1 or 2 with a wrap loop and have it as a charm. You don't necessarily have to use the entire strand. And for those of you who are looking at this thinking, Ali, you've brought strands at sort of 20 centimetres and 30 centimetres. We have, but they've also tending to have spacers in them as well. You've got yourself 18 centimetres of jam-packed topaz. Normally they would all sit and face the same direction. You've got yourself a strand that's giving you a jam-packed, huge quantity that if we did separate them with spacers, you would get the same amount, probably, but in 30 centimetres. So it's up to you. With Joan, Sue, Marjorie and Veronica, how about we give you a Sunday slash on price? We should be looking at only $49.95. But, I like big butts, I cannot lie. There's a good job management aren't in today. We're about to do something that should not be done. As long as you don't tell anybody. I won't. I
should grab them while you can.
Yeah. I think the less said about that £10 discount, the better. As it's brand new.
I think I'd be very selfish and I'd just restrand that exactly as it looks now. That would be an amazing evening piece, wouldn't it? Or perhaps just take a couple of the smaller ones at the ends and make matching earrings. Wow.
That's pure luxury, isn't it?
You know the large Amazonite that you've got there, the big chunky one in the centre, I might have as a tassel drop and drop a tassel of the blue tone. So you've got something that's quite organic and chunky with something so pretty and beautifully delicate dropping from, oh look. Can you imagine a really beautiful waterfall in those dropping from that?
Oh,
wow.
Do you use silver findings or gold?
I think I would. It would take gold,
yeah,
definitely. I think instinctively I'd go silver, but it would take gold, definitely.
What if you were to add?
Oh yeah, you can add the pearls. Yeah. Oh, in a teardrop ring. You set it into a teardrop ring as well, so that you've got the light coming from the back.
I can't even speak. ERVX49, I would personally write down the code, write down the price and the carat weight and the size, and have a look on our website elsewhere and see what you can get, because we should be no less than $49.95. Management aren't in it today. I'm not going to speak a word of this. I hope you don't. You can say you got it, don't say the price if you don't mind. Because of that, we shouldn't be reducing it by that. It's brand new, there's no need to do that, but it is Sunday. And if you can't take advantage when management aren't in, when can you? Yummy, yummy pearls. Debbie in Gloucestershire, should we do them now? Brand new for our Linda today, for our challenge. Have I? I've got a really good, I've got 200 in stock quantity wise. White pearls, 8x7mm, 2 9x8mm. Bearing in mind that's 1mm off perfectly round. In love or in love? Beautiful. They are really special, aren't they? What do you look for in a pearl? There are many different factors to look for in a pearl. Everybody has their own personal favourite things that they look for. Have you got any favourites? When you choose a pearl, for example, what do you look for, Linda?
It all depends what I'm thinking of making. I love all pearls. It doesn't matter if they're Baroque, if they're Keshi, whatever. I adore them all. But if I'm going to make a single-stranded necklace, as it stands there, I'm looking for shape, as round as I can get them. I'm looking for the pearlescence and the layers of nacre in it, which you can actually feel.
And that's a really good way,
and
of
also
telling
I do look at pearls and think, if I'm not going to restrand it exactly the same, which is, from my point of view, is I would do with these because they are standalone, or just pop one in the centre of another gemstone necklace, or pop another gemstone into that necklace.
Like you did, for example, with the shell pearl and the blue shell. Yeah. These, I'm in love with. I'm like you. I look for shape. I also look for, when I'm getting rounder pearls, I look for pitting and I look for banding, and I hope to not have that. The smoother the surface of your pearl, the higher the value. The less pitting in the pearl, which is like little dimples almost in the pearl, the higher the value of the pearl again. Pearls aren't valued by carat weights and regular viewers. Sorry, I know you all know this. But for anyone who's just tuned in, many people think there's 3 main factors in choosing a pearl. There's actually 7. Well, for me personally, I have 7. I look for the colour, whether it's natural. I look for its shape. I look for whether it's banded or pitted. I look for, whoa, is that all? Goodness me, I thought they were going to be £40. Debbie in Gloucestershire's already seen a price on the website. Marjorie in Devon's called up and managed to grab some. Sue and Anne in Bedfordshire, if you're on the web, you get an inkling of the price. You get what it's, you can see what it's going to be. Well, you can see, for example, it's not going to be £40. Would you pay £40 for pearls? Other factors I look in, sorry, I know I didn't finish that. I look for location. For example, a South Sea pearl I would pay more for than I would maybe in a different location, or a Tahitian pearl. The size of those pearls would be different to what you would pay for in different ones. As you've suggested, the layer of nacre, the orient that you're going to get, the different colours that you're getting. There's many factors to look for in a pearl. But most importantly, if you're looking at round pearls and they're white, are these irradiated in any way? Or? We'll have a wee look and see. Yes, they've been irradiated for you. So, with that quality and colour, the price point might be lower because they're not, they've been irradiated. They haven't. Now that's just a treatment that you will have on, well, think about it, 95% of sapphires are heated or treated in one way or another. Nothing wrong with treatments whatsoever. I guess it's like going to the hairdresser and getting a treatment on your hair. It's a natural treatment in a way. It's just sort of speeding up the natural way of things work. So, what can I do for you? We know they're not £40. We also know they are real pearls. They are cultured pearls. Brenda's gone for 2. Susan's gone for 2. Ayrshire, Marjorie, Devon, Maria, Patricia, Veronica, Maria and Bristol. Everybody's already got them. Well, I was thinking around $29.95. But that's only because I know what deals you've been up to today, Kim. Oh, imagine you put a kunzite with it. Oh, they're amazing. Kim, please tell me we can have these today. Please tell me they're not someone else's. Oh, just one of them, like you were talking about earlier, just one stone.
Just one, yeah, in
with
the centre of those pearls. That would be stunning, wouldn't it? Absolutely stunning. Look at how silvery those kunzites are. Beautiful.
Jan wants to make a necklace with one in the middle. Loving your work. If I'm very lucky, Kim might let me do them today. Should we see what price point Kim... Oh! Really? Gosh. Well, there you go. Oh, I didn't even mention, is this month's birthstone?
June, yeah.
Director Claire's birthstone. Easy peasy to treat yourself. Mike's birthstone as well. Mike, what date is your birthday?
It's on Wednesday.
On Wednesday? Oh, are you going to be in work on Wednesday? Cake round on Wednesday. Yay! When's your birthday, Claire? The 24th. You'll be work too. Eek! $17.95. Goodness me, you could pay that for a cake. Not that I wouldn't pay that for a cake for yourselves, but for that sort of price point. For example, here, a cake with last moments. You have got quality in pearl. Oh! Sorry. Sorry, if you just woke up and it's a Sunday morning, especially if you've just tuned in for the first time. I don't know how I did that. I couldn't do it if you asked. Oh, no, I can't do it again. It was high and low at the same time. I don't know how I do it. When I'm really shocked and when I'm really excited about the price of something, I genuinely make noises. I'd apologise in advance. I mean, what do you say? It's one of those prices that I think is a raspberry price. You know when you blow a raspberry, you're like, it's like a raspberry price.
I've paid 45 pence for one glass pearl. For one glass pearl. That's what I used to buy before I was here and could get the cultured pearls. Yeah.
Ooh, on the Book of the Face, I posted a picture of a bracelet I saw the other day, which was glass. €35 for a glass stretch. I think it was a stretchy. Either way, it had no precious metal in it.
Yeah. I mean, Coco Chanel said every woman should be draped in ropes of pearls, but at that price, you can drape you and your neighbour in ropes of pearls.
Could you imagine? Imagine giving the gift of pearls. When I was growing up, pearls were something you would get if you were lucky enough to get engaged or have a big special birthday or a retirement gift or something as a special piece.
That's the thing about pearls. They are seen as a hand down through the generations.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm talking right back to perhaps the 1500s. You know, I mean, Elizabeth I, she was probably the first Coco Chanel. She was draped in ropes and ropes of pearls. And it just hasn't stopped. They're just generation after generation. Look at the rubies with them.
Every lady, I believe, no matter what age, deserves pearls. We've had a message in. Barbara, happy birthday! Hi, Ali and Linda. It's my birthday
Happy
today.
birthday, Barbara.
So I just treated myself. Great show. But years ago, I mean, when I started working in London, I had to wear pearls as part of my uniform. Now, I had 4 pearls that cost me £30 from a particular store that do great food, but not necessarily for faux gemstones. And that was £30 for a faux pearl necklace, because that was part of my uniform. You had to have pretend pearls, pretend earrings to work in Knightsbridge in a particular store called Harrods at £12.95 if I was working there. And if I didn't have my faux pearls on, I got sent home, because that was your uniform.
It's a perceived look of quality, class. What's another word I'm trying to think of another
Sophistication.
Sophistication, yeah, very much so.
And you think you can buy it for yourself on your birthday. Barbara, that's brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hi all. I mean, most people pay that for a cocktail at the fancy places these days.
Easily.
Think I might put my pearls with my diamonds.
Oh, as you do,
lushness.
as you do. Absolutely, we forgot that, hadn't we? Oh yes.
Can't believe you imagine black and white. Oh, St Mirren fan, a lady after my own heart. That'd be beautiful. Oh, actually, there's these possibly coming up later. Black pearl, black shell pearl. Be quite nice. Right, should we get? Oh, I can't believe we're doing this. This is brand new. I wasn't supposed to have this. Kimbo actually said you shouldn't have picked that up. You weren't allowed that. 380. I can't believe this is coming out of my mouth. 380 carats of kunzite. Now this will be considered. It's never been on the morning show. We've never had it before. I don't understand how we've got it. Kunzite is really hard to get a hold of. Can I just get my specifications on this a wee sec? They're 12mm round. I remember the day for the colour, the glow. Do you know why kunzite is so loved? I think just taking one look at it, you can see that. When we found, many years ago, it was an amazing day, and if you're on my Facebook page, you'll have seen this, or you'll be able to scroll through and look at the pictures. We found, can you believe this? Linda knows this. We found natural kunzite. Now, for many years, kunzite was always treated for what we could buy to offer you, always. And the day natural kunzite arrived in this building, we actually got it sent here as loose faceted gems, all in their fancy pots, before we got them set into jewellery, so that all the presenters, all the producers, all the crew, all the directors, everybody in the building could get a look at natural kunzite. Because we knew the minute they were set into jewellery and they arrived in the building, they were going to sell out. We wouldn't get a chance. It was one of the most amazing days. We bought the entire lot. So what happened was, our boss Steve got a phone call to say, we found some incredible kunzite. Would you like first dibs on it? It's totally natural. Obviously nobody believed that. They're thinking, when do you get natural kunzite? Nobody gets natural pink kunzite. Flew all the way over there, went to the mine, and saw that they were natural, took our gemologist and took our team with us to be able to work out if they were, doing tests on all of it to prove that it was 100% natural kunzite, and it was. And guess how much of it we bought? The entire mine, everything that was found, we bought all of it. To be able to now bring you rounds at 12mm round of natural kunzite, well, if you'd asked me 5 years ago, I would have said no. So you don't get, well, nobody has natural kunzite. It's such a struggle to get that natural pink. Usually you have to heat it a little bit to get that pink to come through. To find it naturally is so, well, we hadn't heard of it in big sizes enough to put into jewellery. This took the jewellery world by storm. Our sister channel has never had so many people constantly messaging and requesting kunzite. Because when the minute you get something natural and you get it of this size, everybody wants it. You get what's known as phosphorescence within this gem. Do you know what that means? It means the gemstone retains the light. So all the light that you have around during the day of an evening, that's why it's called the evening gem, it glows because that natural phosphorescence just glows within the gem. It's such a special gem. I didn't think it was real. I thought, there's no way it's going to glow in the dark. I went to an Ed Sheeran concert, not that that's relevant who it was. But everybody had their lighters out during one of his songs and were waving them, and I felt really bad because Ed Sheeran was superb, but I was just sitting looking at my kunzite ring. It was just glowing, and I thought, this is just amazing. Everybody deserves a piece of kunzite in their lives. Whether we can afford it or not is another matter, because kunzite is a very, very collectible gem. But the fact that I've got an entire strand, totally natural kunzite, the value just one of these would add to your jewellery, whether you're keeping it for yourself or selling it, is huge. This is one of the most collectible gems launched by Tiffany's & Co. by their hegemologist at the time, George Frederick Kunz. He named it after himself. It's a very rare, very collectible variety of what's known as spodumene. I know, not attractive in any way, is it? The spodumene family. Already being allocated, I'm going to count 2, 4, 6. I can't believe you're about to have 6 kunzites. I've got 1. 1. And yours is bigger than all of mine. 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. This is insane. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's 30, is it? 34 kunzites. Oh, come on. 34 kunzites. Are you having an absolute giraffe? I would expect, how much would you charge for a kunzite? I'd expect you to charge £10 minimum a kunzite. Minimum. And you got 32.
They're so sizable, 12 mil round. And if you know kunzite, if you do actually know that gemstone, you would know that immediately that was kunzite, wouldn't you?
Yes, absolutely.
It's got that sort of hint of lilac to it that only kunzite can have, along with the pinks as well and the silvers.
Yeah, there's nothing we can offer as an alternative.
No,
to
not
kunzite.
at all. No. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I would expect to pay a minimum, and this would be from work as staff, £10 a kunzite if I was buying kunzite charm. And you've got 34 kunzites in here. Kim, can you do me a favour? Hold on. £39.95, so £40. Can you divide that by my 34? £1.17. Imagine, this is me being redonkulous. Imagine you had a stand and you had a little bowl with an authenticity certificate printed out of your natural kunzite, and you offered them at, this is ridiculous now, this is a no-brainer, they'll be snapped out of your hand within seconds, £2 a kunzite, you would make profit. Who is not going to spend £2 on a kunzite when you pay £4, £3.50 for a coffee? Could you imagine? You have just got yourself, whether you realise it or not, and I don't comment on price because it's not my job and it's not what I'm here to do, but I genuinely reckon you have got the steal of the year. If you've just got kunzite for £40, you'd be struggling to get one piece of natural kunzite jewellery on our sister channel in silver for that, or even a base metal that's been plated.
Do you know what it looks like to me? Sort of getting a little bit imaginative. With the price, absolutely. It almost looks like a cashmere gemstone. You know the effect that cashmere has, soft and special and expensive. It's got the look of cashmere around it, hasn't it? Can you imagine that against a cashmere V-neck sweater, just restranded like that?
Well, you paid £22 for a non-cashmere scarf.
Exactly. Oh, there we go again. Exactly. I mean, a cashmere sweater is going to probably cost you 3 times the amount of that strand.
Yep.
Oh, amazing. Beautiful.
Did that just happen? That really just happened, didn't it? I'm pinching myself today. This is amazing. And I've got cake. What is going on? I'm in heaven. Can't tell my sugar friend. I've got one friend that we're trying to be healthy, and we said, right, we'll only have sugar and cakes when we're with each other, and then that way we won't do it that often. Why? See, the fact that I'm on the telly kind of stops that, doesn't it? Because she could see. Oh, how much sugar is on that. Sorry. I thought you were just telling me to have some. Linda was having. Mmm. Mmm. That's delicious. Sorry. Sometimes I forget I'm on the television. 10mm rounds. It is worrying, isn't it? For 9 years I've been on your telly for about every 2 days, if not every day. Yeah, probably about every 2 days it's averaged out as. I really feel for you, I'm really sorry. 280 carats, there's 3 strands. Look at the blues! Now these are some of the darkest labradorites I've ever seen. These are actually more of a grey. You know how the body's sometimes a bit more of a greeny blue? The main body. These have actually got a grey body to them.
There's gold in there as well. Lots of gold.
I think that's allowing the gold to come through a little bit more. I don't know if you can fully see.
Oh, look at that flash of blue then.
Look at these. And if they're coming across on the television, it's only going to be better to your naked eye. Because phenomenon gems aren't really designed by Mother Nature to be seen in sort of bright studio lights and sent up. I'm not 100% entirely sure exactly how to describe how a television camera works. Matt on cameras could probably do that much better than me. But if I break it down into my simple terms, you've got obviously your colours that go into the camera, send up to satellite, that come down to your colours in your television, and the colours in your television are the colours of the rainbow, right? So you're not going to have phenomenon bright neon colours in there, are you? So you're having to work with what your television can sort of adjust to. So bear in mind, I don't have a degree in cameras or any of this. I don't know really how that works. But I remember Director Tom telling me that, Ali, just don't talk about it because you don't know. But there must be some sort of, you can't get a natural phenomenon to come across on the television.
No, you can't.
When you only have colours of the rainbow to work with, really.
Yeah, exactly. So if it comes across, then it's got to be like 100% more beautiful.
And it is more of a, this is really, really gorgeous. I'm going to give you one actually, Linda, so you can see. But I don't know how you feel, but for me that's more of a grey than normally you get the greens, which is lovely. I really quite, it's almost like a storm.
There's loads of blue in here though. It's almost like an electrical storm, yeah, the blues flashing through the greys and the golds. Oh my word.
Really, I mean, this is a mysterious gem normally.
It's like gold leaf wrapped inside it. Amazing, actually. I think that is quite a unique strand, actually. I don't think I've seen one quite like that before.
Well, you're getting the same strand times 3, so we're doing it. We're not doing a dirty double because we're banned from doing those. We're not allowed to do 2 strands, so Kim's made 3. Not sure how that's going to work, but management aren't in today, so that's fine. Not even £10 each. Not even £8. £7. £5.98 each. Well, that is a treat if ever I saw one. When we buy bundles, we get a discount. The way it works is we have, well, this is actually all from one Volt location, but if instead of bringing it on air 3 separate times, which are probably about 3 minutes each time, and whatever the cost of airtime is per minute, which is quite expensive, I've been told, if we were to do that 3 times, that would be 9 minutes of airtime. But if we do them all together, we can cut the airtime, which is quite costly, and we can do a discount on it, which balances out. Just. Sometimes. Not always. Which is why sometimes we don't have batteries and you can't heat us because the mics go because the batteries run out, and sometimes the light goes out because we haven't put money in the meter. But as long as that's all sorted, we're all good. And we're very fortunate in that we own our own building as well. So we don't have to pay rent for the building. We're very lucky in that respect. So we can push the savings back. And when you buy in bulk, just like, well, the easiest way to describe it, I hope you don't miss out on these because I haven't seen labradorites like them for a very, very long time. They're quite mysterious and quite mystical indeed. Look at that gold and yellow. Oh, beautiful. But if you go to a shop and you ask the gentleman in the shop, I'm presuming it's a gentleman because the local shop next to me is run by a gentleman, and you say, see that gorgeous chocolate bar that you have, shaped like a frog? You know how there's got a box full of them? See, instead of buying one frog chocolate, can I buy the whole box? And if I buy the whole box, could I get a wee bit of a discount? Don't know. But you would think Yeah, because turnover-wise, I'm going to get more turnover than would, and they might go out of date if not enough people buy all these chocolate bars. So you would maybe give somebody a bit of a discount if they're going to buy it all. You would, wouldn't you, Linda? I would in my shop if I had a shop.
Definitely. I like the way that you put the analogy with chocolate.
It's always got to be to do with food, Linda. Always. Well, it's because I've done that before. Can I buy all your Freddos? No. Okay. Yes, okay. Yay. Other chocolates are available like Chomps and Curly Whirlies. They've got shorter, by the way. They used to be massive. Was it? Kim had one this morning and it's shorter. I don't think it's the fact that I've got bigger. I think Curly Whirlies have got shorter. What do you reckon? And Chomps. They were longer as well. But Mars bars just keep growing. And Bounties. Have you seen how big now? You get 3 in a packet now. You used to only get a weenie one.
You're talking about this because you're not supposed to be having sugar, aren't you? So you're sort of talking about it instead of consuming it.
Totally not having sugar at all. Hello. It was on purpose, Mike. I don't mind people seeing me stuffing my face. Right. Faraway Shores to look at. Ooh. Oh, did you get the Star Heart chain? If you didn't, have a look on the web. It's amazing. I love this. Love this. Earlier when I had a look at Linda's kit, the first thing Linda said to me was, it's got real turquoise. Real live turquoise. Yep. This is so awesome. Let me show you this. Hello or hello. Wowza. I'm not sure if it was Becky that said this first, but looking at that, turquoise is the gem that gives you an instant tan, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it does. Colour from it.
Feel healthy, feel fabulous, feel summery, feel fun. But funny enough, it's actually December's birthstone. You've got 145 carats of rough turquoise nuggets. 86 centimetre strand, not pretend, real turquoise. 2x1 to 8x2 millimetre on your strand, 145 carats. As well as that, you've got aquamarine and clear quartz, 2 different strands of clear quartz. Oh yes, it's natural turquoise, not just turquoise. It is real turquoise that is totally natural. Now that's ticking every box. We don't have any other turquoise that's natural on the website. But I have a little bit of reconstituted turquoise, which is natural turquoise that's been broken down and put back together. This is the quickest way of describing it. Aquamarine, and look at the quality of colour from those. Now that, sometimes aquamarine can be that washed out, it looks clear, doesn't it? If I put it next to a clear gemstone, you can see how striking that colour is. What a clear quartz. Aquamarine, 215 carats, 2x1 mil to 11x1 mil, and an 85 centimetre duo strand. Call it a duo because it's longer than one normally one. Then you've got the clear quartz in here, which are nuggets again. They are 2x1 to 10x1 mil, 86 centimetre strand on that, 180 carats there. Now we go for these. Love. Where did you find these, Linda? Because they are scrumptious. Faceted rounds of 4 mil clear quartz.
Yeah, they took a lot of searching for, actually. I knew they were in the building because I'd been given a heads up on them.
Who gave you a heads up?
Oh, I hadn't better mention, I might get them in trouble. It was Paula.
You mean our channel manager?
Yeah.
So
her arm was way up her back at the time because I was looking for clear quartz. Not now, no, I've put it all right now. I gave her a hug afterwards.
Yeah, she complained a few days in a row about pain in her arm, but she must have got
over it. She's fine. And so, yeah, she, under duress, she released them to me.
Loving your work, Linda. And then, adding in these, one's more of a lustrous strand, one's more of a matte. You've got shell pearl plain rounds of 10 mil and 12 mil. One's more of a sort of ivory and one's more of a white, I've found. Do you feel that
contrast?
Too? Yeah.
I think it's the same gemstone, but I like the contrast.
Oh, definitely. Then I had something similar in this colour the other day, and it was one of my favourite strands. It was a bundle that sold out within a blink of an eye. I love it. Look at these. These make me think of caramel lattes. And then the coins. So you're getting hearts, and you get, it's peach mother of pearl it's called. For me it's more of a sort of caramelly toffee. Both of those. Hearts are 15mm, puffy ovals are 14 by 10. I wait till you see the necklace that Linda's made. Butterflies with caramel latte. Linda, how do you do it? You just, every time I see a piece of jewellery by you just amaze me. Every time I see it, I think I can't get better than the last one, and every time you stun us all.
It's just the shape of the gemstone and the gemstone. It just does give you some inspiration, definitely. So, I mean, initially with that one, I was about to make a flower from it, and then I thought, no, this is going to make quite a pretty butterfly because of the little bicones.
I haven't shown you those yet. Should we get those? You get loads of these bicones. They're really quite weighty.
They're gorgeous. They really are gorgeous.
It's funny, actually. I've expected them to be a lot lighter. Wow. They are wonderful. Do we have any idea? Approximately 100. 4mm silver plated, so not flashed silver or coloured. They're actually plated with silver. And they're copper bicone beads of 4mm. Now, bearing in mind, regular viewers, sorry, I know you all know this, that when you plate a gemstone, you have to have at least 0.5 microns of thickness to be classed as plating. Otherwise, it's not thick enough. So it's an industry standard to be classed as plating. Otherwise, you would just call it flashed. And there's nothing wrong with flashed jewellery, but it's just, for me, personally, I feel there's more durability because it's a thicker coating. Or plating as it is. You've then got 2 reels of wire, 0.6 and 0.8mm gauge, and obviously Linda's chosen them because they're the gauges that will work best with these gemstones for what she has in mind. So it's 10 metres of each, 20 metres, and they are silver plated again, and that's copper wire for you. So base metal's copper and silver on top, 10 metres. Now you might be thinking, Ali, I don't know if I can wear copper even though it's plated with silver. Bearing in mind the majority of sterling silver, 95% is pure, 92.5% is pure. That's why it stands for the number 925 is stamped on things, standing for the purity. Usually the rest of that purity is made up by copper. So you might be wearing it and not even be aware, but I appreciate it's a smaller percentage of copper, but it's still copper on average. Can't guarantee for everyone, but on average. What do you reckon price point wise? Because that's aquamarine. Well, it's natural turquoise. It steals the show. There's no two ways about it. Do you want natural turquoise? We haven't got any on the website. It's the only amount we've got. Linda's gone for it. She managed to grab a hold of it while she was grabbing a hold of Paula. Yeah. To get the white quartz. Oh, just to let you know, I played with the end of that strand of the white quartz, faceted, and the knot came undone. So I'm going to grab it at the bottom before they all go flying around the studio. Sorry, Amelia. So, value-wise, would you expect to pay what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, if you paid £10 a strand, that would be £80. But we've got findings and gemstones, so if we could beat £80, okay, we've way beaten that. For me personally, are we half price, would you say, for what you would expect? 8 strands, forgive me. 8 strands, one of those being completely natural turquoise, the other being genuine aquamarine. 2 clear quartz strands, there's the other one. I'm just currently trying to tie a knot in it. I mean, for the butterfly necklace, what would you charge for something like that with the shell?
That would be 35.
35?
Definitely, yeah. Definitely.
So, if you sell that, you're still going to have all your natural turquoise left, all your quartz left, all of your shell pearl left in rounds, as well as your other strand of nuggets and your aquamarine, plenty of your bicones and your wire. And we're down to $37.95 on a first come first serve basis. You can't delay on this one because if you do, well, you might miss out. QLGC59 is the code. If you want to call us, it's easy peasy. It's free from a UK landline. JewelleryMaker.com. on the web, or 0800 644 655. I appreciate that's not right because O is a letter, so 0800 644 655. Amazing or amazing. Where to even begin? Now, plenty of these have been allocated already, and we haven't even seen Linda's designs. So, let's get a shimmy on over to Linda.
Could you bring the butterfly one with you? Because I think I might be...
Absolutely.
Excuse me.
I'm trying to trip over my chair. There we go.
Thanks, Ali.
So many in baskets. Kim's quite concerned. I don't know if there's enough. Just shy of half the stock is in basket. Oh wow, so it is. I do apologise. It's not Linda's jewellery that's wonky.
No,
it's our busts.
It's the bust.
We put all of our efforts in buying your gemstones, not necessarily the products to display them. We have got an order coming in. Woohoo! We did get our brooch stands the other day. I won't shout that too loudly because our sister channel will probably nab them.
Yes, I think you might be right there.
What are they like? Oh! Now I saw this morning. I could not, that's going to look beautiful on the neckline when it follows around the décolletage. That's just going to fall so, and when you move.
Yeah, that's quite sort of an evening piece, but it would work in the day with like a crisp white blouse or something like that, wouldn't it?
You made me think of the ladies who have, no, you can buy t-shirts, plain t-shirts with sort of that pattern or almost sort of faux pearls on them.
Absolutely.
Oh, love that. Oh, yeah. Well, that's quite, that almost looks like two necklaces in one, that one.
Yeah, that was supposed to be the effect of it.
This, I was looking at this all morning, this one. This fascinates me, that, with the bicones and those faceted quartz.
They're lovely, those bicones are. There's so many of them. It's just a treat, again, to be able to put like a metal finding in because it really highlights the gemstone. And with something like a ladder weave that I've done there, it works so beautifully, and it's a firm setting as well because that's ladder weaved with wire, so it gives you such a firm setting. And see how they line up. Beautiful. Love that one.
I adore that one. Yeah, and you were laughing at me earlier. I'm absolutely a sucker for these earrings. Oh, look at that. That's what everybody tries to buy, and they spend three figures, 75, 85 pounds for something like that. Minimum.
Turquoise.
With not even natural turquoise necessarily.
That one, because I won't be demoing, but I just want to tell you that that one is simply with the aquamarine. I did loops. I ladder wove like loops, so you'd put on about 12 aquamarine into the centre of a beading thread and then go through the top one, okay? Sorry, 12 on either side and then go through the top one. So you make a series of loops, and then the turquoise I restranded and doubled up and then just went in and out of the loops. So that gives a twisted look necklace, but it's going to stay exactly as it looks now when you wear it.
I'm in love with that. I've seen many people do nugget style necklaces in the stores and the shops. And they're not affordable. I mean, you'd see pieces like that in your big store. And I mean, the Rue de Rome in Geneva, that street where you walk down and there's security guards inside and outside and there's no prices on the window. And don't take pictures outside because it doesn't go down well, especially if you don't speak that good French. It could be interesting. But this here is amazing. These earrings I mentioned, that for me, to a T, I love them. I think they're gorgeous.
So you don't think, though, the shell is the reason why, to be honest? They're a very simplistic style, obviously. But this shell with those glorious markings, and again, those have really been tumbled and polished. And the glorious markings in there give a hint of sort of texture that is actually underneath that smooth surface. They're fascinating, actually, they are. They're really fascinating. When I put them into the butterflies, I thought that they were just brilliant for giving me that textured look, that 3D look. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
3D. They're beautiful.
They're just so easy to wear.
Very.
The colour is just perfect.
Yeah.
Now, everybody's sitting at home waiting. I know you all want to know how to do it, and I wouldn't dare not show you. Linda, you've ever so kindly allowed us to see the demonstration of our butterfly. Love
it's a bit similar to how you do a flower. So if you saw the earlier demonstration, a little bit similar, but we're going to need 2 of the heart shapes and then 2 of the ovals, okay?
And it's perfect that all the hearts and strand are all the exact same size.
Absolutely. And as I say, the texture that it'll arise from is gorgeous. Now I wanted to do them so that the little dent in the heart, the sort of little cleavage of the heart, is on the outside. You could do it the other way around, it'd be a completely different look as a butterfly, but it still would be a butterfly. So we just pop again onto a length of wire. Again, you might find that there's some dust inside, so that was going through perfectly. So take, if you get a little, the wire pops through, then it tends to not want to come through any further. Flat nose pliers and just give it a pull through. There's nothing wrong with that actually, because it gives you some balance, okay? So just pop it through so that you've got some excess again. Bring the excess around the back of the shell and then bring the two wires together. Don't twist the wire, it's nowhere near as successful as twisting the gem. So twist it around and push the excess out of the way. And then exactly the same, we're going in through the point and out through the cleavage of the heart, and bring that up. So I brought those up, so we've slightly got that up turn on both sides, okay? Don't worry if you don't get that straight away, because you can do that afterwards because you're on wire. Again, bring it around the back and bring it over and through that centre bit, okay? So this now, I could have probably done with leaving, let me just give you a note now, because I could have probably done with leaving that longer.
Okay.
So when you're doing this, if you were doing this, leave that a little bit longer, because the next thing is to pop on the oval and bring that through. Now when you join that oval, if you see that oval's coming up to the heart shape, if you can slightly lift, okay, just slightly lift it on to the heart. See, I haven't left myself very much at all. And then bring it back, okay? So pop the other one on. And exactly the same again. Because it's on wire, it's now starting to have some flight, if you see what I mean. It's starting to have some, it's not flat. Again, bring that down and let it lift on top of the hearts itself. And again, bring that around, okay? And through the centre again, okay? So now we've got both sets of wire coming out from the base of the ovals. Now I'll just show you this on the longer length. So please leave a much longer length on that one where I've inadvertently left the short. And then pop on a couple of these gorgeous silver bicones, which are so useful, so different. So they're now, they've come on like that, so that's where they've hit the butterfly there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it over the top. So you get the bicones to sort of line up, and you can do it with the wire. Okay, you see that? And then you bring it back, and then, with a little bit of patience, take your excess and pop it through that bicone and hopefully line it up with that bicone. Now, this did prove to be a little bit of a fiddle, but you can see it's coming through perfectly well. And then again, it's much better with your flat nose pliers to do it rather than use your fingers. It gives you a little bit more tension. Pull that through. Right, now, what I did with the other bit, you see I've brought it through, I've cheated a bit and I brought it through from the back, but I also brought that, which would have been a longer length, I've brought that through the two bicones as well.
Ah, through the middle.
And then I've just trimmed off. Okay. You can do those as short or as long as you want. Get your round nose pliers and just give that a little kink into the antennae. Okay. You can make that sort of, you can fiddle with it a little bit longer so that you've got a nice shape. As you coil the wire away, you get that nice little bend. So you've got the antennae there, you've got the lift of the back wings over the front wings, and then when you flip it over, you've got this wire that's twisted around the back here. And now trust me, you have to trust me for this, but the beading thread, I haven't put sort of a connector there because I wanted the beading thread. Again, using flat nose pliers to push the beading thread through, you'll be able to push it through those series of wires there where we've come back around the back. And that, rather than have a big sticky out thing, which would also make it floppy on the beading thread, you've got something which is much tighter. And then as I threaded them on, I put an oval each side so that the ovals virtually went beneath those two top wings, and again gave it a little bit more stability. And then really I let them drop as they wanted to, so that they were all sort of heading into each other in flight.
Butterflies do.
Yeah, exactly. So ever so simple, but to be honest, you know, it's particularly being all in the same colour shell, it really works.
So beautiful. Maybe you've got some heart gems at home you want to have a wee practice with until your kit arrives. We'd love to see the pictures. We'd love to hear from you. JewelleryMaker.com or text us. But at this rate, at £37.95, that's only just using some of the shell. You've got the other 2 rounds of shell. You've got turquoise, you've got aquamarine, you've got clear quartz and fasted 4mm rounds. You've got 100 bicones that are sterling silver plated. You've got 2 reels of wire, 0.6 and 0.8mm gauge, 20 metres of those. You are jam-packed in this kit for a price point where no matter how much money you had, we don't have any other turquoise on the website, so it doesn't matter. You could pay, you could offer to pay anything, but we've only got this turquoise. This is only all we've got, so it doesn't matter what money you've got available to you. Just to buy turquoise on its own, it's not possible at the minute on the website. It's only available via this kit, which is great. And if you're not looking for the turquoise and you happen to get it in the kit, even better. What a treat! $37.95. I will leave that with you. Thank you so much. Pleasure. I love that. I'll let you play with your challenge.
Yeah, great. Thank you.
Have fun. And I'm going to take you over to my wee table, because on my table I have some very, very special but low stock earring findings. So let me get in here. Wow! Low stock but huge quantity. Whoo! Wait till you see these. Oh wow! Right, I fancy these. I sound like Mrs. Doubtfire there. This is lovely. Remember many years ago I met it's an ex-boyfriend's mum, and they laughed at me for about 20 minutes. And I was like, what have I done? And they went, she thinks she sounds like Mrs. Doubtfire. It's like, oh.
Actually, sometimes I think you sound like Sean Connery.
Me? When I'm tired I sound like Sean Connery. I slur my words a little bit when I've been up. You'll probably, in about an hour's time, when I've been on here for 5.5 hours, you'll probably be able to, you'll probably get that. I sound a little bit like Sean.
That's the one.
Sorry, I'm just trying to put at least one of each on each finger. Here we go. So you've got yourself sterling, silver colour. Oh, they are still sterling silver plated. Sterling silver. That one's just having a wee party of its own. Come here, you. Sterling silver plated. Rose gold plating or gold plating. Stay there. There we go. So you're getting one of each. Now they're quite fancy. I've never seen 30 pairs. Is that correct? So, no, that's 45 pairs in gold, rose gold and silver, and you're getting 2 packs. So that's, yeah, 90 pairs. Unreal, 30 in each colour, 30 rose gold plated, 30 silver plated and 30 gold plated. 90mm round hoops. Now my ears are a bit funny because, well, I don't know, when I got them pierced it never quite happened, but I might try and pop one in my ear and see how it looks. So I apologise if it doesn't work, but my ears are a bit funny. So I'm just bending it out a little bit so I can fit my earlobe in the groove. Get into the groove. Oh, it does go through. I'm surprised because my earrings are really not, my ears are not so good. So there's an idea of just how it looks. But I bent it to put it in, so I would bend it then to straighten up a little bit. It was just so I could fit my earlobe in the groove. So we should, oh, is that all? We should be looking at about £19.90. But for 90 pairs, it's going to work out as 16 pennies a pair. Can you believe that? Wow. There's plenty here for you. I think they look quite fab. Now there's a hole in the back. So I'm not entirely sure whether you use that to drop things from. I imagine you would. But with that many, they're exceptionally popular. Wen's Gems is in. Lovely to see you, Wendy. County Durham's in, County Durham again, Hillary, Elizabeth, Eunice is in, Carol's in, Rachel's in. But you get yourself 90 pairs, 30 pairs in each colour. Lizeth, a very regular out in Germany, popping them in a basket. Lovely to see you. Thank you for showing an interest. Lovely to have you all joining us today. Just remember, regular viewers, sorry, I know you all know this, but if you're watching for the first time, we only charge one post and packaging in any one day. Can I tell you something that's really riled me? Yesterday was my dad's birthday. If you're watching, Dad, happy birthday. I know I said happy birthday to you yesterday, but happy birthday again. Yesterday, I ordered something. Not yesterday, I ordered it for yesterday to be delivered for my dad. I paid for special extra delivery to make sure it got arrived on time on Saturday. I paid £11. Did it arrive? No. It didn't arrive. Can you believe that? Our post and packaging is £2.95, and you can put as much in it as you want, no matter what weight it is. It's £2.95 in any one Jewellery Maker day, which is midnight to midnight UK time, or GMT. Amazing. Enjoy those. I'm going to do some quick names and numbers in Wall of Fame, otherwise we won't have time to fit it in, and I'd rather fit it in than not do it. So, Wall of Fame time. Are you ready for your Wall of Fame? Oh, I love this. Oh, I'd buy this right now. 186 is your number. And this is from Amanda out in, oh, that's your address. I won't read that out loud. Not sure where you're from. NE, where's that? I want to say Newcastle.
I'm going to say Newcastle too. Yes, it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lovely, Amanda. Loving your work. Yellow Kitten Peridot. Loving that.
This is so pretty, and
So
the little
cute.
pussycat in there is so beautiful. This is number 182. Absolutely stunning piece, and it's from Catherine in Kent. Catherine, that's absolutely gorgeous, and so is Gus. Gus the cat.
Love it. Think Gus has any idea?
Probably not.
Oh wow, someone's been busy. 185, love these. Love, very pretty. Out in Liverpool, our Helen's gone and made these for us. Loving your work, Helen. Oh, and I like that as well. It's a wee bit fancy. Brilliant, well done. Best of luck to you there, Helen.
This is really strange. This is what I've just demoed from
Wow.
Bridget, the herringbone, so you can have another look and see how that works. And this is from Bridget. Bridget doesn't say where she's from, but that's a beautiful job on those herringbones. Gorgeous, Bridget. And you're 183.
180, the best. Oh, wonderful. Really, really loving your work. Oh, and the final one for the moment is a gem of the moment, actually. We're talking about it a lot today. Labradorite. 184. It's quite nice. You can actually see the glints coming off there. And this is from Susan. I'm not entirely sure where you're from, Susan, but Susan Brennan. Thank you very, very much. I love that, and you need a win. Best of luck to you all, 184. Thank you so much for sending your entries in. And don't worry, even if your entry isn't shown on the Wall of Fame, you still entered into the prize draw, and it's simply by picking a ticket out of a raffle machine. So it means everybody has a great chance. Best of luck to you all on that. We've got the Amazonite. It's the GM, but it's not a presenter's pick alone. It's the ultimate JM team pick. We've all picked this today. It's huge. It's coming up after the break. There's only 90 of them. Debbie Bulford's hovering outside. She wants to get a hold of one, our guest designer, hosting the workshop. We'll get to see all the ladies' work from the workshop as well. Or should I say the Sunday experience, not the workshop. We'll see you on the other side of a very short break. I'd log in now, I would. Would you?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. There's Sean again.
If you attend a workshop in June, you will receive a fantastic 20% discount in our Jewellery Maker shop. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
If you're new to jewellery making and want to learn all the essential techniques, then this is the perfect workshop for you. Join experienced resident designer Linda and learn how to get to grips with this addictive hobby. Learn how to create necklaces, earrings and bracelets with genuine gemstones. You will also have the opportunity to try a range of jewellery making mediums for beginners, including wirework, macrame and kumihimo. The full course includes a wide selection of gemstones and findings, threading materials, 0.4 and 0.8 silver-plated wire, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studio and our museum, and a visit to our shop. All of this for just £59.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Start your new hobby today with Jewellery Maker.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order for just 50p and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from the Genuine Gemstone Company.
Oh, good morning. Oh, good afternoon now. Debbie Bulford, quick! Quick! We're starting the Amazonite now. Debbie Bulford's getting ready for her Sunday experience. She's bringing it all in. Run, Debbie! I'll wait till you run. Debbie's been asking about this all morning. Our Amazonite, everybody wants to get it. As I say, it's not just the presenter's pick. This is a whole team effort. Matt, 100% you're all for this one, right? It is the one of the morning. Amelia, this is your choice in the morning.
It's my choice.
It's my choice. Everyone loves it. Linda, we can stop looking at it this morning, could we?
No, we couldn't. Immediately we came in. It's just fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous.
Amazonite, you will know if you, well, you will know the family actually. You're probably well acquainted with the family. Do you know the Feldspar family? Well, the Labradorite family. You very well know Amazonite then. I would like to see a sister. Oh, hello there. Well, here is how we treat yourself to the biggest quantity of Amazonite I think I've ever seen on Jewellery Maker. Not just presented myself, but ever seen. Look, come on now. That is, do you know what? A lady messaged in the other day, and forgive me because I'm not entirely sure of your name. But I had a lady message in the other day when we had some nuggets, and they went, they're not large nuggets, they're boulders. And I think that comment would be, I hope you wouldn't mind me using it, but I think today, this isn't a large nugget, this is a boulder. Boulders of Amazonite coming your way. They're flying out the door, no! Well, yes, for you, but no for Linda and I. £24.95, you are having a kid on. Well, that is how you give away boulders of a very natural, very rare, very beautiful Amazonite. Amazonite, I think, is one of the most magical gemstones out there, and a lot of people don't get the chance to see it, which is great that you might have managed to grab yourself some just now. It's a gemstone that has this lovely shimmery effect within it, a venturescence within it. You would think inclusions within it that shimmer through the, can you see the shimmer there? If you've ever seen seraphinite or charoite, you will know the beauty that it possesses. I also feel that you get that same beauty in as an Amazonite. Have a look at that and see if you can see on the smallest one of the entire strand. Can you see that moving around the gem? Can you see that?
Look at the silver coming through. What shrieks out to me from that strand is the consistency of each stone. Yeah. I like that, because Amazonite, obviously it's a gemstone, so each piece is unique, so you can get, you know, differences with colour, obviously with shape and textures. But they've taken the time on this one to sort it basically and put a consistency of type and shape, and I think that really works. I think that's the beauty of that strand, and obviously it's graduated as well, which is another great thing.
It starts from a 15 by 14 mil. Most nugget strands don't even go up to that. Should we have a wee guesstimate of how many you've got on? You've got 10 left on your skipping rope. Has Debbie managed to get some? Oh, I don't know, I can't see. I can't see your name. Debbie in the West Midlands. Oh, is that her, Debbie? Good luck to you all. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 3, 23. And I mean, look at that as a ring. Wow.
You know that
It's an absolute boulder.
Several designers have been doing, Gemma and I think Fleur, have been doing several things with, say, flip-flops. Can you imagine just one of those in the centre of your flip-flop would be stunning.
It would do. It's almost like having weights on your feet.
I think, yeah, but I don't think it would be that heavy. But
No,
I think
it wouldn't be.
Absolutely wow your flip-flop up into an evening flip-flop.
Everybody would be after your flip-flops. You wouldn't want to leave those on the beach,
Keep them
would
in the
you?
safe.
Yeah. My flip-flops that I don't take to the beach. Rubies. You thought that was long. I bet we have the same length in rubies. As if. It's not going to happen. Usually rubies are about 16, 18 centimetres. Maybe if you're lucky 38 centimetres. I launched this one, didn't I? I did. Never going to forget 90 centimetres of rubies, are you? Was it on the mid-show I think I did this? Morning show. Can't believe they let me on there twice in a row. What's going on? Someone must have been having a baby. Oops! They were! It was our gorgeous Carol. She had a wee baby. What did she have, Linda?
She had a little girl in the early hours of Thursday morning. She kept it a little bit quiet so all family members could be told. She weighed in at a very healthy £8 12 ounces. Carol, being our Carol, did it in 4.5 hours on 2 painkillers and a TENS machine. And they are both absolutely fine, and John and Hattie and Carol are over the moon with her.
And what's her name?
Pippa Robin, sorry about that.
Oh, no, it was the excitement. Everybody wanted to know. Thank you for your messages for Carol. We were let her know them all. If you haven't sent yours in yet, please do. JewelleryMaker.com, or alternatively on the text. Or on Facebook, you can let us know. Carol has her own Facebook page as well. You can drop a wee post on there to Carol. I'm sure she'd absolutely love it. And Carol, if you're watching, loved from all of us today. And congratulations to the gorgeous, gorgeous new baby born Pippa. We have a new member to the JM family. It's made us all ever so happy. Right, 90 centimetres. Are you right there, Kimbo? Oh, so you're just going to match that, are you? 44.95. What a treat. Antoinette's in there, lovely to see you, thank you very much. Victoria's in, Susan's there, Hazelton. You've just got yourself 185, not centimetres, but carats of rubies. No way, Jose. Surrey's there, Angus is with us. Best of luck to you. Belfast is in, Devon's there, West Midlands, Nottinghamshire, Kent. Debbie Wilford's in the studio. Debbie, did you manage to get them? You did? Oh, I'm so pleased for you. Yay! Quick as you can on that one. Only because it's last of stock. This. You need to wait for this, Debbie Wilford. Wait until you see. Never before have I seen it of this quality, ever. I wasn't supposed to have it. I managed to beg on my knees, literally, to Kimbo. She wasn't going to give it to us because she thought we had so many treats already today. I beg again. Totally natural kyanite.
It's fabulous.
Wait till you see that. It's amazing. I've never had anything like it of this quality, because kyanite, well, when you see the gem, oh, amazing. Debbie Bulford thinks it's beautiful. When does kyanite ever look like that?
I've not seen it so strange as you say that about blue, but bright. There's loads of clarity in it as well.
I had to ask if it was dyed. Because
it's such a perfect kyanite colour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because kyanite, many of you will know, it's a gemstone that has 2 different directions of hardness. So one way you facet it, it's really, really good. comes in at 7 in the most hardness scale. The other way you facet it is 4.5. It's one of the worst not one of the worst, but it's one of the lower. Well, it is actually. It's one of the worst for faceting on the other direction. So you have to get the right facet in the right angle, the way the crystal forms, to be able to cut the perfect kyanite. And obviously, the way it forms doesn't allow it easily to give you big sections of colour, because there's a lot of, as you can see, some of it is quite clear, and yet some of it's bright blue. I want to see if I can find in my little book. Wow. I want to see if I can find for you, if I can find the a picture of kyanite, because what you have here is some of the strongest kyanite with total natural beauty. Is there any chance you've got the can I get the information on this at all, Kimbo? I just want to see where it comes from, because we do a lot of Nepalese kyanite and it's outstanding, and I just wondered if it's Nepalese kyanite. Well, there we go. It's a gemstone that you've got, as I mentioned, a dual hardness, which is also known as a polymorphic gem. But it's not from a particular family. So you might be thinking, oh, I've not heard of the kyanite family. What is it? It's a gem in its own right. You can actually get green kyanite as well, which is really lovely. But it's highly refractive in its index. A really strong pleochroism like you get with a tanzanite. But what you've also got within this one, it's a gem that's the perfect gamma point for your blue. And we only normally get 2 parcels a year of kyanite from Nepal. So could you, and the parcels aren't big, they're really, really not sizable. I've never, hand on heart, touch wood, but hand on heart, never seen kyanite of this calibre on Jewellery Maker, and that's no disrespect to any kyanite I've got you.
I've been here since day one, and I must admit I haven't. Can you imagine the logistics to get a gemstone sort of round Mount Everest or somewhere like that, which is exactly the place where it all comes from? Can you imagine the logistics for that? We tend to forget that, don't we?
Absolutely. Well, they have to go on donkeys to collect it.
They do.
It takes them hours to get there.
But it's just stunning. I was thinking when you said, you just mentioned the word tanzanite, I think you've got the first kit there.
Oh yeah.
That would be stunning with it. If you want to stretch it out a bit, then you did buy the first kit. Tanzanite with it. Wow,
that is just a dream.
Isn't it beautiful? I really like similar, I like hues of colour, but I like to see a piece of jewellery done in say one colour, and tanzanite and kyanite are just perfect together.
Absolutely. For some reason I want to put Ethiopian opals with it. I think it's just because they're catching my eye right next to me.
Yeah, because that's with the pin fire of the opal, you get those bright kyanite blues all fire at you.
Yeah. You have one of the, imagine with the kunzite, kyanite kunzite.
Oh, wow, Ali, that's magnificent.
Do you think? But in all fairness, if the kunzite wasn't sitting there, it might not have crossed my mind to put kyanite and kunzite together.
And you've got the lilacs in that kunzite with the purpley blues of that kyanite is just, that looked fabulous.
I would expect your kyanite to be 3 figures, only because of the quality of it and the size of it. Usually you don't get this much. It's a hard gemstone to come from. Coming from the Greek word for blue, kainos, you have, for only $57.95, the one I believe to be hand on heart, and I'd love to know your opinion on it, the best quality in colour, size and carat weight I've had to offer for kyanite at that price. But I like big butts, I cannot lie. The price is going to change. Please don't cry. £10 off per person. Not a pound per person, not a couple of pennies, not a post and packaging per person. £10 note per person we are saving. Well, we're losing, you're saving. Enjoy it. Give it a go. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. Try and find kyanite jewellery anywhere else. Just try and find it. I'm not meaning even of this quality. Just try and find a kyanite. Because when you compare the quality, you are going to be smiling like a Cheshire cat. Yes, I would have it valued and appraised, absolutely. With pearls. I've got to move on, but you're one of the best kyanites, if not the best kyanite I've ever offered in a Jewellery Maker. Oh, wow. Wow. Cabochon, that looks like some of the The ones I'd seen set in 18 karat gold and platinum on a sister channel. Dare I bring you, after all the treats I've had, a totally natural, brand new peach morganite cabochon. Never before have we had a peach morganite cabochon with myself, ever. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get my blackboard so you can get an idea of it. It's a dream. Wow. Sorry. Elbows sliding across the table. 5 carats in a single stone. It's a 14 by 10 millimeter in size. I already have lots of you on the phone lines and on the web. Thank you so much. It's a completely genuine. Jenny in Suffolk's the first in, already confirmed hers. Well done to you. Oxfordshire's in as well. Lovely to have you. JewelleryMaker.com is a website where everybody's already on and seeing a slight indication of your price possibly. You can join me on the web or the phone lines. It's free on the phone lines. 0800 644 655 ZAPO 39. So that's ZAPO ZAPO 39. Already Stephen's got his, Brenda's got hers. Well done to you in Oxfordshire and Surrey. Great to see you all. This is a treat. Now, if you'd said to us 5 years ago I would have diamonds, kunzite, tanzanite, Ethiopian opals, rubies and morganite on Jewellery Maker in one show, I'd be thinking you were joking. And natural turquoise and amazonite. This is a what a Sunday. This is hitting news, sort of Jewellery Maker dreams. This is for me as a presenter. I mean, this is not an everyday occasion. I've never before offered a natural flying morganite cabochon. It's phenomenal, and it's more of the peach tones. Now I'm struggling to think of any other gemstone that gives you the peaches that morganite can give you. Apart from peach moonstone, or sunstone maybe.
Peach moonstone or sunstone, yeah.
Are there any other peach gems in the world? Natural peach gems.
But morganite has that that definite shade, doesn't it, that only morganite can do. I would possibly buy 2 and have them as earrings. If not, the one would be fabulous as a brooch, as a dropper on a brooch.
It's one of the rarest treats ever on Jewellery Maker. Vale of Glamorgan, Monmouthshire, County Durham. I can't believe you've already got it. Your price is coming at... I thought you said... I forget what I thought you said. $17.95. Is that all? Oh, right. I thought it was going to be much higher in price. Well, there you go then. No wonder you just got 2. I was sitting there going, wow, you must have some budget to play with if you've got yourself 2. What a treat. Oh my goodness, great. I'm over the moon for you. I thought it was going to be a lot higher. I thought we were looking at about £79 each.
Yeah, well, you know, that is most definitely the perceived value of it, without a shadow of a doubt.
It's Warren Buffett, isn't it? The gentleman thought to be the richest man in the world, who says it's all about perceived value. Not actual value, perceived value. What you value it at. Bear in mind, I've never bought it in Jewellery Maker ever in 5 years. I'm here pretty much every day. For the last 2 weeks I was here every day, like literally every day. We've not brought peach morganite in a cabochon ever. I don't even believe we've ever brought morganite cabochons, whether peach or not.
No, I can't recall that.
And you've just got it for less than £20. I can't believe that. I would give that as a gift to somebody.
Certainly anybody
to set into sterling silver jewellery.
Yeah, exactly. And anybody who bought the first kit again, there's obviously morganite in that with the beryl. So just popping that cabochon on the nuggets of the beryl would be beautiful.
Wow. Wow, was it? Pop my tray down. Right. Is it time to have a wee recap? Oh, we're going into number 4. Ooh! 4 bundles to fit in quickly before we see our Sunday experience, ladies. Well, a couple might not get 4 in. See how many we can get in. So if I rush, it's only to give you more variety. Doesn't mean you have to rush at all. You can take your time. I would always jot down the code, I would. It's always good. SMGC50 is the code for this. You are getting 20, 20, 40, 250, that's 540, 550 carats of jasper. Poppy jaspers, red jaspers. You get 2 strands of the big nuggets, which are these. This is 2 separate strands. That's not one double over. You've got in here 6 by 5 mil to 14 by 5 mil, 84 centimeters, and that there is 250 carats per strand. So that's 500 carats worth in all of that. Loving it. Then look at these faceted treats. 3mm, both of these strands are, and you get 2 of them at 20 carats each. So that's giving you 40 carats, as well as this one, which is plain rounds, 2 mil, 10 carats. So a total of 550 carats of genuine spicy reds. I like that title. 5 strands of genuine rich jasper, and we don't get a lot. Do you know what this would look great with? The mookite we had on yesterday, those mookite rounds. That would be a really good call. What would you like to see it with? What would you have? So many treats for you to treat yourself with. But most importantly, something like this you could really add in with some blacks. Would you put it with black, or would you put it with moonstone, labradorite? What would you like to have it with? Mookite? I think with mookite it would look great. Or maybe some other varieties of jasper. There's loads of varieties of jasper out there. Moss agate might look quite nice as well. Oh, we had multicoloured rutilated quartz yesterday. That would look great. The equivalent of 7 strands here, approximately. Carat weight wise, absolutely. You've got over 550 carats. Look at that. Wow. Faceted again. You've got a combination of tumbled and faceted, giving you a little. Oh, come on. Okay. At 5 strands, it's not even £5 a strand. £2.39 a strand. Come now. That's wrong. So wrong, it's almost right. Oh, I like it. I like it, and I like it a lot. Yeah?
Reddish red jasper I've never seen.
Do you like it?
I love it.
It's nice to have the lustre from the faceted 3mm rounds, isn't it? With the tumbled.
The gemstones have been particularly beautifully tumbled and polished today, haven't they? That's glorious. Again, dare I mention it, Christmas morning jewellery.
Oh, could you imagine? Or Poppy Day.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but actually you could make poppies. Those rounds would be fabulous.
That would be fab, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Fab.
Kind of poppy brooch ideas. I know you're not supposed to have it if it's not like the real poppy. You can still make your own poppy jewellery.
No, I think you can. You make your own.
I don't know how it works.
You can certainly make your own to wear. I think the Legion sells the official ones, but you can certainly make your own.
Yeah. I love it. And the amount of people that, like, I've got one, in fact many people have been fortunate enough have commented on the poppy I've got. My mum got me one year, and I still buy my poppies every year.
Yes.
But I tend to wear that one because it's got a nice clip and it's easier to put
that's
on.
exactly what I'm saying, is, you know, you still buy the poppy that we're all used to having, but you can certainly make your own as an extra. I mean, it doesn't matter how many poppies you wear, the more the better.
Absolutely. As you've said, there's not really another gem that you can get that pure, rich red
honestly, that
colour
is the
from,
reddest red jasper I have ever seen, and we're not seeing much jasper recently, are we?
No,
it's beautiful.
we're really not actually.
Love it.
And especially when it looks, jasper doesn't always look that lustrous and expensive, but it looks quite expensive there with the lustre.
I can see that being, you know, with actually with the Amazonite, I can see that with the Amazonite as well, to be honest, as a real tone.
That would be fab. I love that idea. Woo, let's get it on. Oh, I love these. Oh, yes. Hello, hello. Oh, yeah. 99 I've got of this bundle. It's not very many. Sunshine after the rain. Is that the song you were thinking of, Kimbo? Pre-night, sunstone, serpentine, and blue chalcedony. Oh, I got some sunshine yesterday. I got some sunstone yesterday. Thanks to Alison Tarry in her open order. This is lovely. We had some blue lace agate on yesterday. The closest I've got to sort of showing you something similar, and it's not to take away from blue chalcedony because it's great in its own right, but it's maybe a little bit more within our price point than blue lace agate and a bit more available. This, love it. Really, really pretty. Your serpentine. Don't get much serpentine, to be fair. It goes really well with the pre-night. Pre-night are the smaller nuggets. Pre-night comes in at 4x3 to 6x4 mil, 84 centimetre strand. The 3x5 to 13x4 mil is your serpentine, which is a slightly bigger one here. Again, that's 80 odd centimetres, it's actually 86. 230 carats in that, 100 carats in the pre-night. Sunstones 130 carats, 2x1 mil to 8x1 mil. Love a good sunstone, I do. That's so much so I bought some yesterday. 84 centimetre strand, and then finishing off with the blue chalcedony, 250 carats nugget, 5x4 to 12x4 millimetre on an 86 centimetre strand. Love, love, or love? Love? Me too! What a treat. In fact, I shouldn't be telling you this, but just a heads up, some of the Sunday Experience have worked with nuggets today. Might give you some inspiration. You've already seen Linda's gorgeous nugget treats, but if you've only just tuned in, where have you been? It's all right, I'll let you off, it's a Sunday. We've had some great deals. Do check out the website for anything that might be available, or call the contact centre for free. Doesn't cost you any pennies from a landline number. Are you ready for this? Woo! Sound like a bird there. $9.95. Woo! Are you ready for this? Less than £2.50 a strand. When do you ever get a serpentine? Ever. How often do you get it, and when do you get it? £2.50 or less than? Love, love, love. Lots and lots of people treating themselves. Thank you so, so much. I'm going to put in Linda's first kit and show it with it. We're going to recap it later, but how would you feel if you incorporated this with it? That would go, wouldn't it? Maybe the sunstone might be a separate treat, but if you add it together, what do you reckon? Wowza! Loving it. Whew. Elizabeth's in Glamorgan. Elizabeth's gone for 2. Loving your work. Sandra's there, Margaret's there, Rachel, Sharon and Jane and Hilary are all in. Dorset, Merseyside, Angus and Luxembourg. Eleanor and Luxembourg showing an interest. Thanks for popping it in your basket. I appreciate you might not go for it, but you've shown an interest, and that makes us feel good because we put it together. So if we put it together and somebody likes it, it's almost like you like our work, and that's handy, isn't it? Kimbo, you like that, don't you? She does like that. Sunshine after the rain. I do love the colour combination, and I love the fact you've got serpentine. That's made my day, that has. Along with the black diamonds, the kunzite, the kyanite, the rubies, the amazonite, the star chain, the labradorite, the tanzanite. Yeah, I've had some very special treats today. Ooh, talking of special treats, do you fancy meeting the Sunday Experience, ladies? I do. Let's do this. Well, hello and welcome. Hello there. If you've never heard of the Sunday Experience before, if you've never joined us here at Jewellery Maker, what we do is have a very special morning every Sunday that allows anybody who fancies it to come along and just have fun and make jewellery with us, really. Have you had fun?
I have a lot of fun, yeah.
A lot of fun. So I've got Chris with me here this morning. Chris, what were you working with today?
Rose quartz, I think it was, yeah.
Rose
We
quartz.
did this one.
Ooh,
With a bit of
let's
help
have a
from
look.
Debbie.
A little bit of help from
Yeah.
Debbie. So you have a guest designer with you on the course as well. Oh gosh, that's fabulous.
It took a while to do, that's what I've been doing. I've done a bracelet as well, but took a while to do the necklace.
Oh, that's lovely. Did you enjoy it though?
I did, yeah.
You
Can I
think-
just wish my son happy birthday for tomorrow? He's
Please
20.
do. What's his
I'll call
name?
him Ben. Benjamin if he's naughty.
Benjamin, if he's naughty. Do you
Ben.
think he'll be good for his
I
birthday?
think he's good, yeah.
Good. Happy 20th birthday, Ben, from everyone at Jewellery Maker. We'll have cake for you. Oh, Chris, it's lovely to
yeah,
see you. Thank you for
thanks.
coming today. Oh, I'm going to jump. Thank you. I'm going to jump into Grace. How are you, Grace?
I'm all right, thank you.
Have you had a good day?
I've had a lovely day.
Lovely.
It's been really nice.
Have you been looking after you?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Met 2 new people. We've got, you know, you meet some nice people when you come here.
Think you'll be able to stay in touch?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Are you on Facebook?
Me? No,
Yeah.
I get all in the muddle. I've got a computer, but I'm hopeless at getting in things like that.
Oh, I'm not very good either. I'm terrible. What were you working on, Grace?
I don't know what it is, what I'm working on.
green
It's-
ones?
Yeah, it's,
Ooh. They look similar to Amazonite, but I don't... Is it Amazonite? Oh, it is as well. It's very intense Amazonite. That's gorgeous. Oh, I love that. Had you worked with that stone before?
I've worked with chips, but it's a long, you know, the wrong thing. I picked the wrong thing, you see.
Did you?
It takes such a long time, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it?
But, yeah. Daddy gave me a good idea then.
Did she?
That one big, no, not that.
This one here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I cheated.
Did you cheat? Well, I don't think that's cheating. I think that looks fantastic. Would you like to say hello to anyone, Grace? Anyone at home?
Just look, my family, if they're watching.
Of course they will, and we'll record it anyway. You can always watch it back on YouTube too.
Well, they tape it me and then I have it on the computer.
Oh, I love it, Grace. This is brilliant. Thank you so much for joining us today. Addie, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Have you enjoyed yourself today?
Oh, I loved it.
Did you? Is it your first time on the experience?
First time on the experience. It was nice.
Yeah, did Debbie look after you?
Well, yes.
Just a little bit. What were you making, Addie? Is this yours?
I did these, yes.
Oh, wow. Had you worked with these stones before, or was this something different for you?
I've worked with the pearls, but not the sandstone. I've done, and yeah, it's only the sandstone I haven't worked with before, and it was really good.
Do you think you would maybe have a look at that another time if it was available to you?
Yes,
yeah,
definitely.
Oh, I do love a good
enjoyed
sandstone.
it.
Yeah? You sound surprised. Did you want to say hello to anybody?
My lot wouldn't watch.
Oh, well, we'll watch you, Addie. Okay. Oh, we love you. And I've got Mary on the end. Let me jump on to you, Mary. How are you doing?
Yes, fine, thank you.
Have you had a good day?
Oh, wonderful, yes, lovely. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I shall come again.
Oh, yes, that's what we like to hear.
I've been to the workshops before, but not the experience.
Right, so this was your first time?
Yes, yeah, I've loved it.
Oh, I'm so pleased to hear that, Mary. And we've already been having a wee look at what you've been working with. In fact, we had some of those, I was going to say turquoise. There's turquoisey colour, but they're magnesite.
Oh, are they magnesite? Oh, I like
How were they?
magnesite.
Did you like it?
Yes, I didn't know what they were. But I like the chain. The chain's beautiful.
That's really pretty, isn't it?
Packs.
The nice kind of rose gold and yellow gold.
Yes.
I'm really pleased. I'm really thrilled with the amount you've made. Do you want to say hi to anybody?
Well, I'll say hi to my husband Bob and my grandson James, because they'll be at home watching.
Oh, hi Bob, hi James. And I'm going to finally quickly invite our Debbie, and this is the lady who's been looking after everyone. How are you doing, Deb?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah, it's lovely to see you.
We've had a nice time, haven't we, this morning? Had a lovely time. Had plenty of cake, which always helps.
Oh, yeah. I managed to get some cake as well. Thank you so much for the cake.
Fabulous cake, fabulous cake.
Still 2 boxes not opened yet.
Still no, that's enough. The whole road, I think the whole estate.
Don't tell anyone, we were keeping them for later, Grace.
We have people that come in, don't we?
Well, you are working later.
I am, I'm doing 6 hours today. Thanks for noticing, Addie. Thank you to all of you for taking the time to join us. We thoroughly enjoyed having you here, and well done on everything. We'll put all the pictures on Facebook. Even if you're not on Facebook, we can still get a way to get them to you. You can have a wee look on Facebook. It's just facebook.com and your wee / JewelleryMaker.com.
You do come on, because I'll watch the others on.
Yeah, you got to see that. Grace has seen the other ones. She's telling it's happening. Don't go anywhere.
He'll do it all for me.
Will he?
Yes.
He looks after you?
Yes, he
does.
does.
He's a good one. We'll see you.
At times.
Oh, going to get yourself in trouble here. We'll see you on the other side of a really, really short break. But ladies, thank you so much again. It's so lovely to meet you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you attend a workshop in June, you will receive a fantastic 20% discount in our Jewellery Maker shop. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you. Jewellery Maker ships to the following countries. We offer 2 delivery services, standard and premium. So wherever you are in the world, Jewellery Maker are never far away.
Oh, I got excited and did a wee whoop there. I didn't realise how high-pitched it was. Right. Let's recap your kit really quickly. 30 baskets still with this in their 30 baskets still with this in their basket. 30 of you with this still in your basket, sorry. too much excitement and hilarity with the ladies from the Sunday Experience. Oh, lovely, weren't they? Lovely, lovely. I've got for you, and what great work they did too. Didn't they do well? Don't know how they managed to do that in that amount of time. We've got tanzanite. I know, seriously, if you weren't with me this morning, where have you been? We've had tanzanite, we've had kunzite, we've had kyanite, we've had topaz, we've had amazonite, we've had everything. Head pin bundles. Oh, I probably shouldn't talk about that too much because that was in the minus, that one was, so less said about that, better. These real tanzanite, real, live, genuine, true tanzanite. Sterling silver findings coming with this kit as well. You've got true, genuine morganite too, and kunzite, and aquamarine, not kunzite, sorry, and aquamarine. Natural Keshi pearls, peacock pearls have had slight dyeing to them to get that peacock effect in it fully. The perfect combination. It was chosen for none other than our resident legend, the lovely Linda. What a lady. What she's managed to make for you with these is out of this world. It's already up on it's already taken pictures wise of Facebook. They won't be up there as yet probably because our team needs some time to actually do it because they're all doing cameras and working on behind the scenes at this moment in time. So it's the same team that take your pictures and that put them up. So you need to give them just a wee bit of time before. But I imagine by 4 o'clock, hopefully they'll be up by then because that's when they all go home. So Linda, I know you really enjoyed this kit, but for anyone who's just tuned in and thinking, oh, did Linda really enjoy this? I know you put it together, but how much did you love this?
I absolutely adored it. It's probably, I home in on these colours anyway. The beryl had only just come in when I used it for this particular collection. And when I first saw it, I thought it was just the nuggets. Mm-hmm. And then when I went further and further through, sort of looking for, I'll look just in case. Normally it comes up no data found.
Yes.
But when it came up with the other strand, I thought, wow, that's got to go with the nuggets. And then I looked at quantity, and I just kept my head down and put 2 strands in, and just didn't tell anybody.
That's what they've started doing.
Yeah.
So if you don't ask permission, it's easier to ask for forgiveness.
Because you might get the answer you don't want, which is no. So do it and be answerable to it afterwards. And then the Keshi pearl. I mean, the Keshi pearl are the biggest Keshi pearl I've personally ever seen. They're stunning, and it all just works so well. And the tanzanite. Well, we don't have to say anything else about tanzanite. Just tanzanite.
Tanzanite. Gillian in London, I was Googling other search engines are available, like Ask and Bing, on the web the other day, and saw a pair of tanzanite earrings with small diamonds in blacked white gold. They were £30,000.
Yeah.
Easily,
yeah, absolutely. I was on a cruise a few months ago, and they've got a very upmarket jewellers on this boat. And their hero was tanzanite.
Yeah.
And when I came back, I saw a friend of my auntie's who I know loves tanzanite, and she said I was on that same cruise the previous year, and I bought these, which was a pair of tanzanite earrings she showed me, and I went, wow. I took all the prices on the cruise I was on, and they were 125% more expensive just in a year. Same thing. Yeah, and that's just because of the unknowing about whether we're going to get any more tanzanite.
Whether it's going to be mined or not.
I mean, you know, this tanzanite we are getting now has been out and polished and whatever done to it now for about a couple of years on its way to us. So we don't know if we're going to get much more out.
It's funny because you'll think, oh, you're seeing tanzanite, it's limited and rare and nothing's coming out of the ground, but you've seen it. We've had a few bits on here. That's because if we see it, we're going to grab it. Of course we are.
Absolutely.
But there'll become a time. Somebody said to me, Ali, when's the best time to buy tanzanite?
Now.
Best time to buy tanzanite for me was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
When it first launched on our sister channel, and I was bringing it to the UK, and I was going around the shops trying to do price comparisons, and I couldn't because nobody else had tanzanite. We were one of the first in the UK to bring tanzanite to you. So we worked to get great relationships with the artisanal miners and the miners out there, which is why we're getting great treats like this. Lots of you on the phone lines. It's a free phone number. Thank you so much for calling. If you want to talk to us, bear in mind we can't talk to you until you decide, so do press your button. I think it's button 1 to speak to us, or alternatively in the web, check it out. We're going to give it a final recap of $54.95. If you were just to pay for the tanzanite or just to pay for the morganite alone, you'd probably be expecting to pay at least £20 on a strand of each of those, and you've got yourself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strands It's not even £10 a strand. You've got morganite in there. You've got natural, huge Keshi pearls, and then you get those silver findings in there as well. The fact that so many of these were allocated, we wouldn't have any left if we had a normal quantity, but Linda managed to get us over 100 of these. Now, we don't normally have kits of that quantity. That means we must have had 200 tanzanite strands. How crazy is that? And 200 morganite strands that we've managed to double up to get for you. It's a wonderful, wonderful treat. Thank you for taking advantage of it. But well done indeed. Can't believe many of you right now will be sitting at home knowing that tanzanite and multicolour beryl, that's morganites, aquamarines, and other varieties of beryls like golden beryl and heliodor are coming your way with natural Keshi pearls for not even £100, not even £60. Well done, you. Well done. As well as silver findings. That just doesn't compute, does it? We're recapping your luxury head pin deal. This is wrong. Can't believe we're doing this, especially when it went so low, but not going to comment on that. Just going to enjoy it for you. I'm looking at some heart head pins right now. They're fab. Featherweight head pins. Any head pins you've ever seen on the show have a possibility of being in here. What we've done is literally get all our head pins together, new ones, old ones, and ones that are current, and put them all in packs. Usually, roughly, I can't guarantee it, but about packs of 15. We counted them earlier. Let's randomly pick up a set. Here we go. I'll do some featherweight ones. We'll see how many. Oh, we'll try and see how many is in here. 2, 4, 6, 8. Oops, that jumped over. 10, 12, 14, 16 approximately in these featherweight head pins. I was going to say on average 15. If you get 15 head pins in a pack, because bear in mind that constitutes as one pack, and you're going to get yourself 40 packs. 40? Yeah. 40 packs in gold colour, silver colour, and rose gold colour. All of them are copper based. All of that. That's an example of 40 packs, which is approximately 600 head pins. Flat head pins, round head pins, featherweight head pins, ball head pins, flower head pins, stars, hearts, diamonds, triangles, any type that we've done. If I turn them that way, you might be able to see some of the ends of them. 15 baskets. I don't have that many available, have I? I wish, I hope so. And you get the organza back, so you get 40 packets with roughly about 15, 16 head pins in each packet. $19.95. This is a trade show deal. We managed to bring it to you very quickly today. Now, this is an example of how you might get more in the rose gold, you might get more in the silver, you might get more in the gold. You're going to get a selection. So it's not guaranteed how many of each colour you'll get, but it's guaranteed you'll get 40 packs. And I counted them earlier in 4 different, these are all 4 different packs that we had to look at earlier. So I counted 1 live on air and I counted the other 3 myself in a break, because that's how fun I am. I'm that cool.
You know, I said earlier that you could sort of roll your head pin and then put the roll part of the head pin on, you know, with the bead attached, onto a piece of beading thread and get that look. A while ago I did a necklace whereby I attached 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, whatever, according to the size of the nugget, of nuggets per loop on a chain. And I counted up when I'd finished that, and it was stunning, the necklace. It really was stunning. It was aquamarine, I think. I used 230 head pins. So, you know, that was a lot of head pins there. So if you want to do something like that, you do need to have your supply of head pins. And I know you're saying, well, these are all different colours. Try them, use all the different colours, the 3 different colours. Try them on one necklace. You try and get away from this sort of
one colour makeup.
Yeah, and just try it, because it really does work. It really does. If you don't like it, you're a jewellery maker, you just start again. Yeah, or sell them as packs. Yeah. If you sell them £1 a pack, you make a profit. There's 40 packs there. Yeah, I advise you to go and have a look in the well-known craft shop and see how much. Just have them on the side of your stand. If you think, oh, I think it's a great deal, but I might not get through them all, then the ones don't have them. Oh, you will get through them as well. You will get through them. Of course. But if you're not 100% sure, if you're thinking, oh, I'm new to Jewellery Maker, how will it go? Imagine you give somebody a gift of a few different types of head pins. You make them into little packs of your own. I mean, going back to that Christmas word as well, can you imagine just popping one bead into a packet, 2 beads into a packet, you have 2 head pins and a pair of earring findings with a little instructions, very simplified, on how to make a pair of earrings, pop them in the cracker.
Yep.
I apologise talking about Christmas, but it just came into my head.
Well, at this point, you might put it aside, and then by the time it comes, when you start spending money on other things, you might think, oh, I've not set enough money aside, and then you think, actually, I've already got those.
Yeah.
Job done. Just remember where you put them. Don't do me and put your Christmas cards aside and then can't remember where you put them.
We cleared out our garage yesterday and I found 4 packs.
Love the star chain. It was 100% your launch day. It's a relaunch actually, because it came in stock, sold out. It was that popular. We've only got for you a limited amount, but it is a reorder of something very, very popular indeed. So with a metre of chain, the stars are put on with jump rings, so you could open them and you could release them, put a few stars on one length of chain, you could make them charms, you could just use the chain on its own, you could use stars together with whatever you want. You've got a metre of sterling silver chain. So think about how many bracelets you can make with that, or anklets, or pairs of earrings, or extender chains, or treats, whatever you want. $19.95. Sterling silver chain. Who's getting married? Oh, they're setting rumours up in the gallery, trying to wind up different members of staff, trying to pass rumours around that they're getting married.
As they do.
You jokers. Love those. $19.95. Imagine you had some pearls with that. Linda, you've already used, well, I'm hoping you've used some pearls. I've just assumed that, really.
No, I haven't.
Have you?
They work beautifully with the Larimar.
Yeah? Sorry, Claire. 8x7 to 9x8mm. Director Claire was just telling us how she stood her ground at the wedding in the hope to catch the bouquet, but she didn't catch it.
You can just see that, can't you?
I can see Claire standing there, elbows out, ready. She didn't dive for the flowers, she stood her ground. Well, you know how I felt. One of my best friends, she had a Brazilian wedding. She called me, literally, into the middle of a dance floor. She called all her single friends into the middle of the dance floor. There was 3 of us. She threw in the bouquet. Can you believe it? She was like, to all my single friends, there was 3 of us at the entire wedding, and she made us stand in the middle of the floor. Could have killed her. And then Lana Deleu, who you know, Lana, I swear she's got eyes in the back of her head, and she threw her bouquet at me. Literally, coming at me. I've never had so many men approach me at a wedding, ever, to thank me that I caught it and their girlfriends didn't. They were like, you've just saved us a fortune. Thank you so much. Anyway, all about the pearls. June's birthstone, thought to stop a bride from crying on her wedding day. I can't promise that. But it might make her smile if you give her some pearls. You never know. Hello, hello. I do love them. And we had them. Now, I've not got them to show you because we only had one sample, but the gorgeous Larimar that Linda's been working with, are there any left or have they sold out? Kimbo, are you checking? Are you still looking up bouquets? She's checking. Yes, I'm checking. What am I checking? Totally not checking, are you? If there's any Larimar left. Even I nearly forgot that. She's going to recap it in a minute. It's with the pearls and the jewellery that Linda's made in her challenge. I'm seeing it from the side and I love it, so I can only imagine I'm going to be adoring it from front on. So as I suggested, or said, the other strand, as there wasn't a second sample, is already in Linda's jewellery. White culture pearls, 8x7 to 9x... Now these were supposed to be higher. Kimbo reduced the price. I don't know why. I think she just felt like it. Kim's our producer. Kimbo, where the price goes low. Kimbo, she really runs the show. Kimbo, where no other would go. Kimbo, she really runs the show. Kimbo, oh I love her so. Kimbo, the song goes on so slow. Kimbo, I don't know what to say. Kimbo, you change the price each day. Kimbo. This could get really annoying. I'm going to stop now. Literally, I think I went on for that song about 5 4.5 minutes one day. I love it. Kimbo, producer Kim, she would take the price. Other producers would think, oh, should I do it? Kimbo just goes. She's not bothered. Kimbo, I mean, you don't shy away from the fact that you're not entirely sure of how to use a calculator, are you? No. She's proud of this fact. The calculators we have, I love it. I'm proud that I work in sales and I can't do maths. I love, she can work out alcoholic units, but she can't work out this. Well, she thinks she can. And then she wakes up the next morning thinking, I didn't think I had that much. I calculated it. Enjoy those pearls. Oh, sorry, Mom. Right, Linda, thank you so much. Bless you. You've been with your swords. Is it been painful or is it just
No, it's not painful
hurt?
at all. No, not painful. Just sounds a lot worse than it is.
Everyone's like, she sounds amazing. Did you have fun?
Yes, it's lovely. The Larimar and pearls are so exquisite together, and I've done a sort of mixed gold and silver as well, and they work equally as well with the gold. So it's a perfect, a preference. If you prefer working with gold, it'll work. If you prefer working with silver, it'll work.
Kim's trying to dibs that already. She's like, ooh, I love
it's
that.
Very, I mean, that one is sort of evening-y one. Then perhaps the other necklace is more of a, perhaps, I don't know, what would you think, cocktails at lunchtime on the beach? Work really well.
Absolutely.
It's a beautiful gemstone, Larimar is, and it just wakes up when you put it with a pearl somehow.
I love that you've put it with that ring. Just a simple stone and a ring. I just think, like you've done there, just one simple one in the middle of a pearl. I mean, pearl bracelet and Larimar, a gem that's a one location gemstone like your tanzanite, like your shadowite. It's a really special gem. And then a little bit of wire and detailing and spirals. We've got DVDs, we've got tutorials to show you how to do the spiraling. It's one of the sort of first techniques we started to show you when we began Jewellery Maker. How easy is this for anyone who's never made any jewellery before, ever?
Well, it's incredibly easy. I mean, jewellery making actually is easy. You've only got to learn a few sort of techniques, as it were, a few little, and then everything else is a matter of building on through design, really.
It's so great to get inspiration from you and to see what you've made.
Thanks.
And it makes me think, I want to give that a go. It might not look like that the first few times, but I want to give it a go. And I think to myself, well, I know Linda's on Facebook, I know she'll help me, I know if I send her a message and say, this is where I've got to, I can't remember how to finish it, or
no
this is what
problem.
I've tried, what do I do? JM guest designer, or resident guest designer, Linda should I say, is on Facebook. You can get in contact with her. If you're not on Facebook, don't worry, you don't have to be. You can call us 0800 644 655, just use the old-fashioned telephone. Alexander Bell made it for us to use. Give us a wee tinkle on there. Talk to the contact centre. They can send via email, we can call you back, or we can email you, or we can just the good old post. We can get in touch with you, so don't worry if you've not got any sort of technical things. Now there's a workshop coming up on the 10th of June. It's only 3 days time, but I believe there's a little bit of a space with introduction to jewellery making. Maybe only one space, but there is a space. I would 100% advise you to go on that course. I've been on that course. I started on that course when I started full-time on Jewellery Maker, and I tell you, without that, the basic techniques and beginning into jewellery making, I wouldn't be able to make a thing. Linda is brilliant. She gives you confidence. She helps you along the way. So please do come and visit us. I'll be in on Wednesday, so it'll be lovely to meet you if you're there, and you get to spend the whole day with Linda.
You do.
Whether she's got a voice on that day or not is another.
It'll be back by then. It has to be.
Of course it will. Linda, thank you so much.
Great pleasure. Thank you, Ali.
Linda will be back soon. Please don't go anywhere because I'm taking you to a tour clearance. On the other side of this.